right?
No. You don't get to leave.
Mavs is 6. I'm crying.
You're not 6.
Talk about that. If that's where you going with that, we going with the team. The fucking he's about to go play in Australia.
Hold on.
Don't bring him up no.
So like, I'm not denying what you're saying is not true. But Hartenstein,
Whether you believe he's efficient or not, considering his play style, it's not.
Josh Hart was the MVP of this series. He was there. If he wasn't scoring,
You had all the goddamn barbecue brisket for your little bitch ass down in Dallas for your
3-point shooter. So having that next to Jalen Brunson and OG is very.
I'm telling you right now, he heard what I said, Elijah. That nigga heard what I said. Cause see what did he do, Elijah? As soon as this show started, that nigga started to pick out his afro. He heard what I said about that headphones and what it did to his head, bro. He heard about it. I'm telling you right now.
bro,
I'm telling you right now. That nigga heard what I said, bro. Yes, I did.
are you cooked?
he did.
I did.
When?
You're
Right
cooked.
when you
You're
took your
cooked,
headphones
nigga.
off, you did, right?
No,
You're
no.
cooked.
When did he say this?
You took
I
your
said
headphones
that
off.
as soon as you took your headphones off.
I'm not
You're
gonna lie to you, I
cooked.
probably wasn't listening because I don't remember this being said. And
You're
you
cooked.
you
You're
guys know
cooked,
I'm not the
buddy.
type of nigga to be acting like I didn't know.
You're
Turned
cooked.
your camera on earlier. You took your headphones off and you
Yeah.
looked
Thank
that
you.
way. You
Yup.
looked that way.
Yup.
You had a big ass dent in your head, and he talked about it. That's all that happened.
That's how that
It
went.
wasn't nothing crazy.
Okay.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I don't know why that nigga needed to bring it up again, I guess. It's weird. Anyways, start the show, bro. Weird.
Toxicity is nuts. Anyway,
Good
good evening. Good evening, everyone. We have none other than Dean here, Mr. Zeno. On the sidebar. You see my man got the nice the Jefferson sweater on today because it's mighty cold outside for those Dallas Mavericks out there, man. Elijah, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
Man,
What's going on? Hey, Mr. Brandon, is it tough out here, man? Is it tough out here for you?
Nah, I think it's tougher for Bucks fans, but
Put your shit.
Hey. Well. Fortunately enough, my top 5 player says that he has a ring on his finger. So I don't know, man. I don't know how tough it is for us. I don't know, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nigga
Yeah,
gas
most
that he's
definitely.
actually had a championship team.
No, Mrs. Zeno. I'm happy to say that my top 5 player has made it past the second round. Okay. Anyway, how you guys doing, man?
Wow.
How you guys doing?
All
How
right,
you guys
bro.
doing?
Yeah.
How you guys
That hospital ring doesn't move anyone. We move.
He didn't have to win a ring. He made it past the second round. That's good enough compared to your nigga.
Hey, you're talking about rings. You're talking about rings.
No. For you. No, for you. No, for you. No. It's just for you. It's just for you, Zeno. It's just for you, Zeno. It's just for you. Because your team doesn't even have championship aspirations. They just want to see the Eastern Conference Finals on their jersey. That's all they want. That's how they want, bro. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's tough out here for 76ers fans.
Hey, all I'm saying is my best player is better than yours, but what do you mean, I guess?
Is he? Is he really though? How them knees holding up?
Embiid snatched Giannis's chain for the best two-way player in the league. Remind yourself that.
Yeah, and Giannis stole Joel Embiid's fucking title as an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. That's what he stole his chain from. He stole his chain. He stole his chain from when he had Ben Simmons. When he had Ben Simmons on his team. When he had Seth Curry on his team. He was supposed Tobias Harris on his team. Jimmy Butler on his team. He was supposed to go to the Eastern Conference. He was supposed to be at the Eastern Conference Finals by now. He's supposed to be at the Eastern Conference. He's supposed to be at the Eastern Conference Finals by now. But all Giannis need was a Jrue Holiday trade. All Giannis need was a Jrue Holiday trade to go through, and we made it through not just the Eastern Conference Finals, but we won a chip. But hey, you know what? Spoken like a true nigga that can't relate. Spoken like a true nigga that can't relate.
As soon as he said, the fact, Tobias Harris, I knew it was
the fact that the New York Knicks traded for a 6'2" guard and they've made it just as far as your 7-foot behemoth, that speaks to where you're at right now, nigga. That speaks to where you're at.
Zeno
Why am I getting straight?
Zeno
That
getting
speaks to
washed
where
by
you're
saying,
at, nigga.
by him saying
No,
he's
and you know what's
snatched my team
crazy?
from
You know what's
Eastern Conference
crazy?
Finals
The Knicks
when
don't
that
even
makes
get
no
the
sense
Knicks
in
don't
this
even get
context.
strays.
Hey
The
man,
Knicks
hey
the Knicks
Brandon,
don't
he was
even
dick
get
riding you earlier.
the
If
Knicks
you want
don't,
to go
and you
back
know
to
what's
dick
crazy,
riding him,
Elijah.
hey, go ahead,
You know
bro.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Elijah? The Knicks don't even get strays because you won Julius Randle trade away from reaching the Eastern Conference Finals. I bet you. But you know what Zeno can't say about his 76ers? Oh, we just need one trade. We just need one trade. No, nigga, you need a whole
Hey, you know
overhaul,
what I
nigga.
can say
You need
about
a whole
your Bucks?
overhaul, nigga.
Your
You
team
need a
needs to
whole
blow that
overhaul.
shit up. That's what I say.
Wait, hold on. Weren't
And we will still have a
wait.
Hold on, weren't the
You know
Bucks
what? You
just
know what I
overhauling
can
their
say about your
coaches?
team? What can I say about your
Like
team?
what? That shit is
and
crazy.
we'll
Rivers.
still
Doc
and we
Rivers. That's what I
and
got to
guess
say
what?
about your team.
And guess what?
Doc
And guess what?
Rivers.
Guess what I gotta say
Doc
about your team?
Rivers.
Guess what I gotta say about your team?
By the way,
No
remind me that
Eastern
he
Conference
doesn't have
Finals
his camera on.
appearance.
I just want you to know that he
No,
has no camera on. He's afraid. We move.
Y'all
see,
like,
he must not know about me. He must not know about me.
The Knicks
He
fan,
must
the
not know about
quietest in
me.
the room, ain't he? That man ain't.
Y'all just
swing.
not
The fact
saying
that the
nothing.
Knicks
Try to
fan is the
swing
most
back.
quiet one out of
Eastern
all four
Conference
of us.
Finals appearance.
Did you try to swing
Nah,
back, bro?
nigga. You can turn your screen back off. No one wants to see, bro.
Nah, they'll want to see me before they see you. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Wilt Chamberlain.
I'm just
You
saying.
sure? You
This
sure?
nigga look like Wilt
Hey,
Chamberlain with AirPods.
All I remember is you and other people be like, when is Zeno gonna get a camera? When is Zeno gonna get a camera? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but
that's
whole time they were still satisfied because they still saw me on camera.
So they were satisfied. So we just lying to ourselves now. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
Y'all just gonna cook.
Hey man,
Hey, bro.
hey man, hey bro.
Man's just touching himself.
That was
on
But anyway-
camera right now. That's crazy.
nothing. That was 7 minutes of nothing.
Nah,
That
shout
was
out to
Hey.
Giannis getting all his head coaches fired though.
Hey,
Well,
and
Giannis
hey,
getting all his head coaches fired?
nigga, it's one that was well overdue, and it was another one that, to be honest with you, he's probably gonna be fired after the season anyway.
man, fired a man. That nigga dad died. Jesus.
Mike Budenholzer deserved to be fired in 2020, nigga. What? Nigga should have been fired a while ago.
Hey,
If he
Giannis,
doesn't
we're
win that
thinking-
ring, that nigga's getting fired in 2021,
Giannis,
nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
We know Mike's dad just his family just had a death in the family. What do you think we should do? Hey, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Giannis
Why
is
are
a
we
damn
acting like?
asshole.
Why are we acting like he's like down on his luck or something? He gets paid millions of dollars.
Nah.
What is his?
He's getting paid. He's getting paid.
It's not like
He's
they're
still
putting
getting
him on
paid.
the-
You see,
It's not like they're putting him on the
I
street
can't fuck
after.
with these niggas. I don't gonna lie. I can't.
He's
Niggas
still
that do
getting
that is wild.
paid.
No, because like his dad dying has nothing to do with
Niggas who do that is fucked to me. I'm never gonna
No, I'm
lie.
not
I
talking
get it.
about. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying
behind the scenes, he's getting
his
niggas
dad dying
fired
has
left and
nothing
right.
to do with his coaching ability or his job. Why did they keep him for another season?
Giannis is getting niggas fired left and right behind the scenes, man. We don't want to hear that
Nigga,
nice
it's
guy.
nigga, it's one and two.
Technically,
It's one and two. It's
two
one and
coaches in
two.
1 year, but
Two coaches.
Huh? Two
Two
coaches in a
1
year. Yeah, two coaches 1 year. That's fair.
You
But this
said
nigga's
like
over here
three
acting like
coaches
Mike Buden.
in two
This
seasons.
nigga's acting like Mike Budenholzer didn't have it
Probably
coming.
4 and 3.
He won a
Giannis.
championship.
Doc about to get out of there too.
Doc Rivers Doc Rivers fine because they brought in Darvin Ham, and Darvin Ham's actually like
They better
he's better suited as an assistant coach, if we're being honest with
Go
ourselves.
ahead. Go ahead, Couch. Bring the ball up, though. Bring the ball up.
Did
Oh,
y'all
are we
not
not-
see the Lakers last year?
Defensively, I think that he provides something that we could actually use.
Defensively,
With Doc, did you not see him with the Bucks like a few years ago?
Did you see what that man did to poor AD? Oh,
Nigga,
no.
he had AD looking like a monster. What the
No,
fuck?
he did not.
Yes, he did.
The
What?
amount of games that AD was not able to like be himself and extend himself on plays and actually play AD's full game was despicable.
But that's because
bro.
AD
On the offensive end, but that's on the offensive end.
On the defensive end, where he was not able to extend because Darvin Ham, he said it himself, he was not able to extend himself on certain plays because Darvin Ham did not trust him to do so.
In what manner?
Like he was forcing him to be in the paint big for far too many possessions and not allowing AD to
that can't be
to be that
wait, but
switch
that
big
can't be
we know
true.
that he can be.
Wait, but
He
that
said it
can't be true.
himself.
But
Didn't he
yeah,
say
but
wanted AD
yeah,
to
he
take
could.
more threes?
Yeah, he could say that. He could say that all he wants to, but that can't possibly be true because a large reason why everybody championed him as the best defender in the entire world was because of his versatility that was on full display during that 2022 playoffs. I mean, 2020 was it 2022? Yeah, 2023 playoffs.
2023 playoffs was when Darvin.
Yeah, that was. That was the
after. He was later.
No. I said
Dagenham was
2023.
last year.
23 the Western Conference Finals run that they made.
Yeah,
that's when everybody championed Anthony Davis as the best defender in the world because of the versatility that he displayed, specifically against the Golden State Warriors.
The best defender in the world.
He did well.
That's what. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
2 games before.
Oh, if you talk, I mean, but okay, no, that's fine. If you
regular season help.
But we don't. No. But he's not helping with the regular season. He's helping with the postseason, and we don't really have to worry about the regular season because we saw even whether Adrian Griffin was there, whether Doc Rivers was there, it really doesn't matter. The talent wise, we can survive an 82 game season with being like a top 5 seed. We're fine there. We are focused on actually creating a ecosystem where we could be able to execute in deep postseason runs.
Also,
that's where Darvin Ham as an assistant coach can be able to help.
Wasn't your biggest thing perimeter defense, right? That's your biggest and Darvin Ham.
This season, this season, it was unbalanced like all around, like both on the interior and on the perimeter. So what Darvin Ham could at least shore up like he did in the 2021 postseason run where we won the championship. He could at least shore up our rim protection with Brook Lopez and Giannis, get that back to normal because last year this shit was nasty.
Is this y'all last year with Brook? Because
I hope so. Please let it be. Trade this nigga, bro. No disrespect to Brook Lopez. I appreciate Brook Lopez for everything. I appreciate Brook Lopez for everything he's done. But if the Bucks know what is best for themselves, move this nigga Brook Lopez off, move Chris Middleton off, and move Giannis to the center spot where he ultimately is going to be in the next few years. That nigga cannot keep on going from perimeter to interior and beating up them damn knees for the rest of his career. Nigga, take that nigga inside. God damn. But anyway, it's not about my Bucks. It's about the Mavericks, actually. The Mavericks forced a 5th game, right? It's 5th game. Yeah. No, 6. Is it game 5? It's game 5. It's game 5. So I'm going directly to the Mavericks fan himself. What did game 4 tell you, if anything, about this Dallas Mavericks team?
That they're a resilient bunch. And I know a lot of people may think this is too late. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think they showed they're a resilient bunch. And they've shown that they haven't played their best basketball this series yet, right? And we finally see them play their best basketball. But good news is you played your best basketball. Bad news is you're down 3-1 against a 64-win team with incredible defense and incredible players and a great up and coming coach. I'm gonna be honest. I want to say this. I think game 5 tomorrow, they need to come with the same energy. They need to come with the same energy. Shout out to Josh Green and Dante Exum, who brought energy to the floor for us in game 4. Brought a lot of energy. Shout out to Derek Lively. Luka and Kyrie are, Kyrie's coming along. Kyrie's starting to play better. I'm going to be honest. I still think the Mavs can pull this off. I still think the Mavs can pull it off in 7. And tomorrow we will see. Okay. All right. Zeno, I'm gonna ask you, did the Celtics blow a chance to finish them off because of their game 4 lapse? Or do you feel like nothing's changed, this is par for core for the Celtics and they're gonna finish them off tomorrow night? I am slightly 50-50. I think well, to be honest, both of them kind of coincide when it comes to this conversation. Okay. Game 4 was supposed to be a cleanup for the Celtics. And for some reason, I'm not going to go into details, but they weren't able to get the job done. And I don't care that Porzingis was not there. They've showed already in game 3 that they were the better team anyways without Porzingis. So that's not a perfect question. That's not really a question. Oh, maybe because we are the mismatch hunter with Porzingis. No, they're the better team. And that's what I just have to say. Yes,
they missed out on a chance, and also they played poorly as well in game 4.
Okay. What do you say, Elijah, bro? Does the Dallas Mavericks have a chance to be able to pull this out, or this ain't changed nothing? I think I know where you're going with this,
bro. Most people had Celtics in 6. Okay, so they expected 2 games from the Mavs, anyways. I don't know why this game is such a game changer for people. They were gonna get one. It doesn't matter how they got the one. They got it. Congratulations. Celtics taking it back at their own home. It doesn't matter. Kyrie hasn't played well in TD in what feels like decades at this point. This is over, bro. Like this series is over. It's been over. It was over before it started, if we're being quite frankly honest. KP didn't need to be there, and it was still over, to be honest with you. So y'all did good. Shout out to y'all. Y'all made it out the West. I'm so happy for Luka. He got his first Western Conference championship. Good for him, bro. It's over.
I'm sad though. Because we wanted the Knicks to be there, but you know,
I did it.
That's crazy.
We wanted the Knicks to be there, honestly, but
I'm sure you did, nigga.
Yeah, we did it. Did.
I was saying all year. I said, "Hey, bro, we might get to the conference finals, and then we getting our ass whooped by the Celtics." Because I knew how good they were.
I think everyone knew. Everyone knew if you reached the ECF, you was going to lose anyways. You just wanted to give them as hard as a fight. More of like a situation where you learned stuff about your own team which you needed to fix in a off season.
That's all I was there for.
You know what's irritating though is that we down 3. We down 3-1, but this series has been closer than what the record shows. Right? We could have won. Game 3 was a very winnable game for us. We choked it away.
Game 3, I'll give you that.
We simply choked it away. I mean, that's just being honest, right? That we could literally be looking at a 2-2 series right now. One game they smoked us out, and 2 games they really smoked us out.
No, they smoked you out in 2 games. The first 2 games.
Yeah, two games they smoked us out, and we just put a 38 burger on them. But I don't know, man. I still believe Mavs in 7.
Why does that make me fucking laugh? I'm sorry. I'm trying to take it serious. I'm trying to take it serious.
Real quick. So if you go into game 5 thinking about game 6, you lose. Go into game 5 and bro, it's one game at a time. That's all it is.
I agree.
You go and this is what's going to show us what this team really.
But we're asking you as a fan that's on the outside.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're a Dallas fan, so apparently you're supposed to have belief. He's supposed to have belief. So I'm there with you.
No,
but at the same token,
I'm being a realist.
But okay. So then let me ask you. So then let's get to the bottom. Let's at least get to the bottom of how they could be able to replicate what they did this past Friday, because I'm telling you right now, and I told you on the crossover, shout out to the crossover. Actually, shout out to FYO Sports. Salute to Lamont. Appreciate you. But I spoke about this on the crossover the other yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. Bro, what the Dallas Mavericks were able to do on Friday night, that shit is such like an anomaly compared to how they typically handle things. I do not think they will replicate this. Scoring 60 points in the paint to the Boston Celtics 26, that's not happening again. I think we all can agree that's not happening again. 16 second chance points to Dallas is 2. We know that that's not happening again. You know what I'm saying? Shooting 40% from 3. That's not happening again, nigga. That's not happening again. Out rebounding the Boston Celtics by 21. That's not happening again. And most importantly, no, you're not out rebounding. They have not even without. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna let you bury yourself. Say it. I want you to say it.
I think not to that level of 21. That's ridiculous for any series. But the ability to out rebound the Celtics by a big enough margin, yes, I believe they can possibly do that. I'm talking about like
what is a big enough margin? What is a big enough margin? Because what is a big enough margin?
10, 15.
That is not happening. That is not happening.
If we're being honest, that still might not be big enough.
That's not big enough. It wouldn't be, and it's not happening. The reason why I know it's not happening is because one, this isn't like Kristaps has just gotten he just got injured and he's been here this entire postseason. He's been gone since the first round against Miami. And they were out rebounding the Cleveland Cavaliers, a top tier rebounding team. They out rebounded the Indiana Pacers, and so like it's not like they've been because it's not like they're out rebounding them by like this marginal margin. No, nigga, they're out rebounding by like Indiana. I want to say they are at like 40. They're like 44 to 45 rebounds in these series. Indiana now, are the Dallas rebound? Okay, you choose not to listen, but they're out rebounding every series that they gone into. They're out rebounding they're out rebounding by a comfortable margin. They're rebounding at 45. They're rebounding at a 40. It's not, and nobody's saying Brandon. You can't hear me because Zeno is stuck on this Indiana Pacers. What I'm saying, Brandon, well, Cleveland Cavaliers, nigga. What I'm saying, Brandon, is even if you think that the Mavericks can still out rebound the Celtics, if you want to say, Brandon, that the Mavericks can be able to out rebound the Boston Celtics, that's fine. But thinking that they're going to replicate 21 or get 15 or out rebound them by 10, that's not happening because at worst the Celtics are a same level of rebounding unit as the Dallas Mavericks. You get what I'm saying now, Brandon?
Just reminder that the teams that they were rebounding was one, the Indiana Pacers, two, the Miami Heat.
That's not what I said, Brandon.
The whole point was that they're not going to get this large margin again like this.
In the playoffs. It was one of the worst rebounding teams in the playoffs.
Zeno, you haven't heard. You're not listening. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I don't know what Zeno is trying to argue a point that's irrelevant to my main point.
Hey man, all I heard was rebounding. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you was talking about, but
if I say that they're rebounding this entire postseason with 44, 45 rebounds versus the Dallas Mavericks who's rebounding 44, 45 rebounds, they would then at worst the same level
against teams that are better rebounding than. Because
nigga, even when the Celtics got into a rebounding match with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who is an excellent rebounding unit, they did so.
I'm pretty sure some people were injured in that series, right?
Jared Allen, a nigga that like what?
Jared Allen is a good rebounder. So it's like one of the best rebounders.
So is Evan Mobley was what?
No, he's not.
If Jared Allen is
not a good rebounder,
if Jared, one of the best, you said one of
their best. One of their best.
I don't even think that's true. I'm gonna check. But nigga, if Jared Allen is moving it for you, bravo, brother. Anyway. Whatever you feel.
Didn't they get out rebounded? Sure, the Cavs didn't have Jared Allen, but
because Brandon Zeno wants to dance around facts within my main point. When my main point is yes.
Hold on, we get what you're saying. You're not saying that the Celtics are just killing us on the boards. What you're saying is that it's going to be rare if it'll be a crazy feat if we out rebound by the advantage by the numbers that we did.
Yes,
that's what you're saying. What I'm saying is that this series has been closer than the record. If we can limit turnovers and fast break points, I think we stand a chance. But like Lamont just said in the chat, we don't have room for error. When you're down 3-1 against a 64-win team who's playing team basketball at a high level right now, crazy defense right now. We don't have room for error. We don't have room for Luka Doncic to be turning over the ball. And not only are you turning over the ball, but you're not getting back on defense in transition. Jayson Tatum running the floor freely. We don't. right? We do
Not just
need
him, but
we
Jaylen Brown
need
too.
our
But
bench to
You
bring.
guys just have so many.
but agree. But it being say it a lot.
It's
Well,
one
let me
game at a
let me read
time.
this chat. Elijah, let me read this chat and then because that last sentence that you see down there, that's the exact one that you're about to attack right now. So Lamont says, FYL Sports, shout out FYL Sports. He says, with Luka and Kyrie, you can win any game. I think Dallas can win an extended series, but they just have a small margin for error. Go ahead, Elijah.
When you make it to this level of the finals, you can, and most teams can win any game. It's not a compliment or anything for anybody. When you have such a small margin of error going against one of the best defenses in the league, it's gonna be like you're more likely gonna lose than win. Sure, you can go ahead and put all your money on red. I don't care, like whatever. But like, bro, the turnover game y'all have been trash with this entire series. The 3-point shooting, trash this entire series. Getting in the paint, you guys did well for one game when KP was out. I'm so proud of you. Bravo. Derek Lively playing the way that he did in game 4, not likely to be replicated. The way Derek Lively was playing last game, with the way he was getting all those boards, the way he was getting second chance points just constantly, no, that's not likely to be replicated. No.
Okay.
Those are those things that you literally game plan for, right? The same way that you say you game planning and making changes for the Celtics can game plan and make changes for you. It's not a one-way street. No, that's not likely to continue to happen at the level it's happening right now. Sure, you can say he's going to still be able to be a productive player, but the way that you guys beat them yet last game, they are game planning for it. They're making those changes. They are adding KP back, even in spot minutes, and getting their personnel back to beat you for that specific reason. It's not like your margin of error is very small, and it's only gonna get smaller. It's not like y'all think you have the momentum.
Who said
really
hold
don't.
on, wait, who said we have momentum? How can you have momentum? How can you have momentum down 3-1 against?
Oh, so you don't have momentum. You're going into TD
No,
where
you don't have
Kyrie has been like historically bad. KP's coming back, and you still think you're winning in 7.
Okay, cool. Yes, I do. Like and I get it. You're a Knicks fan.
You thinking a fan is not is gonna say that?
No,
it's not even that I'm a Knicks fan. It's that you're asking your team that's not like that's
asking,
okay for the finals, but not one of the best teams we've ever seen in the
listen.
finals to do something that no other team has ever done in the finals.
Right, but hold on. But
and you don't have the personnel to do that.
But Elijah, someone has to do it though, right?
And it's not y'all. It's
Someone
not
has to
you.
do it. Listen.
It's not
listen,
you.
Listen, I get it.
It's
You're a
not
Knicks fan, so you're not used to your
Fight
team
back.
this far. You're not. And,
What?
excuse me. Hold on. If your team can't get past the second round, calm down. Mute up really fast.
Okay, you switch it to me when he's the one who shit on you is crazy.
My
by the way.
Knicks-
Okay.
Hold on. Shout out to the Celtics and the Mavs. We've allowed Joel Embiid to make his first finals on the panel with Charles Barkley and them guys.
Hey man, Joel Embiid also made it to the went to the was it World Cup, but something to do with football as well. So hey, he's everywhere, man.
For sure.
Even
all,
as a
all I'm
fan,
saying is, listen, it is a tall feat. Nobody's sitting here saying that it's not. We're not. This is no disrespect to the Celtics organization, that team that's playing, like I said, incredible defense right now, right? But if I'm a player on this team, we're not thinking about Game 6. We're just thinking about Game 5. Hey, look, we got 1. Let's get 2. That's all I'm saying. And I agree with y'all. There's a slim margin for error. We can't have, like I said, we cannot have a crazy amount of turnovers right now.
How believable do you here's the main parts that the Dallas Mavericks, like, even the anomalies of the situation of what happened Friday night is going significantly understated. Like, I don't understand why you guys are just making it seem like these margins are just like replicable. Like,
hold on,
60.
casual.
I'm not saying. Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
You're about to speak to a point no one's made though.
No, but Zeno makes it. Zeno is making it. Zeno has been making it. Because okay, what I'm saying is my points that I pointed out, points in paint, 60 to 26. Do you think that's replicable, Brandon?
Hold on, repeat yourself. My bad, bro. Cut out.
He had 60. The Dallas Mavericks had 60 points in the paint compared to the Boston Celtics 26. Do you think that's replicable?
That's unlikely.
Okay. All right. Very unlikely. They had 8 turnovers in the game that they blew out the Boston Celtics. Do you think that that's replicable?
No, there's a
Um,
little
it,
more than that.
pattern. I mean, history showing us no, but I think, hey, we're gonna need to do that.
Be
We're gonna need to. We're
unbiased.
going
I'm
Be
to.
sorry. I'm sorry.
unbiased.
That guard defense
Bias.
We're
is
going
way
to.
too
Hold on.
obnoxious.
Listen.
You're
He's
getting
asking his players to be not his
You're
players.
asking
If my
them. You're
players aren't
asking them.
them,
They
we can
they
win,
gave you
bro.
an out of body. They gave you an out of body experience already. Like you're asking them to
You know what?
replicate that.
Never mind. Listen, y'all. We've been getting watched this whole series. Every game we've been getting just smacked around.
Nobody's saying that.
Hey, listen,
Nobody's
man.
saying that. Nobody's
you're
saying
You're a
that.
finals team. You're a finals team. You got here for a reason. Your
I
team
kind
is
of do
good.
want to.
Oh, go ahead, Zeno.
Yeah, I
He's about
do
to
want to
ask me a
say
bunch of
though.
things that I didn't say though. Well, go ahead. Not you, Zeno.
I do wanted to say that, like, my whole point of me having this conversation originally was gonna say that in Game 3, we all. I don't know about you guys. So I'm not gonna say it, but the people that I've spoken to, we've all kind of understood that one of these 7 games, the Celtics are gonna have a bad shooting game because of how reliant they are from the 3-point line when all situation fails.
Shoot, that was
And
game
Game 3
3?
was that. It's not.
They've
Was
had a
that game?
bad
Sorry.
shooting game. The game two. It was game 2. It was game 2, Brandon.
Game 2? Game 2, yeah.
Game
Game
2 and Game 4 was where both times they had bad shooting games. One of them they weren't able to capitalize because KP just decided he doesn't care. And the other one, which is Game 4, they were able to capitalize on.
Maybe the 15 turnovers maybe played a little bit more than just Kristaps being there.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, there are 15 turnovers. But the issue with the 15 turnovers, I think is gonna be near to that, like maybe like 10-ish, 10, 11, 12.
That's
Because
no. Try bringing it down to at least their average, which would be 13. Try bringing it down to that.
But I think it's really hard for that to happen because of the fact that the guard defense that this team has, like, I think it's kind of understated that this is one of the best guard defense we've ever seen. I think the reason why it doesn't get spoken about that much because it's much less. It's not as apparent in your face when you're watching Jrue Holiday switch onto Kyrie and stop him, beat him to spots when he's trying, and then he has to get to another counter and try and beat him off of there. But Jrue Holiday is also right there as well, bleeding time off the clock, and now Luke is having to run a pick and roll with like 10 seconds left on the clock instead of like 16 or 17. Like those type of stuff, like is less apparent than like Kyrie's tough shot making or Luka's tough shot or lob throwing. So when you really do understand, like, and also Derrick White just get into passing lanes and Jrue Holiday stripping the ball from players dribbling, that's so hard to watch unless you're actively looking for it, which is why I think people don't speak about it that much.
Elijah, I see you shaking your head. What do you have to say, Brown?
Just the fact that we're talking about Mavs in 7 is crazy to me. I'm just like the amount of miracle that would have to happen. You're just asking for your players to just
but this is what I'm saying. So we win Game 3, and this is a completely different conversation. Like y'all are acting like they just been
It's not.
Yeah.
No. Let me stop you right there because it's still not, because it was always Celtics in like 6. It was always like Celtics in like 5 or 6. So even if you won 2-2, that's still part of the plan. Like that's still business as usual. You still losing in 6. Even if you want to say, oh, maybe we get one more, that's still Celtics in 7. So nobody still had your team unless you went up in some crazy situation where you were up 2-1 or 3-1. That's the only time people would have actually had your team and it wasn't business as usual. Because if you was 2-2, it's still Celtics in 6. Nobody's sweating.
Hey, I do want to add on to Elijah's point. The digging a hole 3-0 is very big. I think that's kind of understated if you're not really understanding. Being down 3-0, and even though you won 1, so now you're down 3-1. Like, you know how Lamont says there's a small margin for error? I think that's actually overstated, like understating it. You have like literally next to no margin of error. Everyone has to play their best for the next 4 games straight to win this series. That's why I think Elijah is just like, what? Why are we talking about this? Because really and truly, the margin of error you have is insane. Remember, everyone was screaming and giving LeBron and Kyrie praises for a 3-1 comeback, which means they need to win only 3 compared to your 4.
I just want to say I don't think people understand the like. It wasn't game 4 was just like out of body. Like I keep saying, out of body. They played a phenomenal game in game 3. Dallas played a phenomenal game in game 3, shooting 36% on threes. They were shooting relatively efficient on their layups, and even from the free throw line, they got to the free throw line a healthy amount of times, 16 times that game, shot 87.5, and they only turned the ball over 8 times, and they still lost because the Boston Celtics, even though we understand that they have these woes where it's like, damn, like. For this to be like the most talented team in the NBA, they should be playing like hot trash sometimes. They be playing like hot trash sometimes. And Jayson Tatum shot 30% from 3 on 13 attempts. Jaylen Brown, all he had to do was give you one quarter where he played lights out. Boom, they're right back. And not only were they right back, they were blowing them out at one point by 21. So it's not like the Dallas Mavericks haven't been playing well for like the majority on the offensive end for like the majority of these series. It's just all the Celtics have to do is give you that stretch of dominance and they're right back.
The crazy thing is we've outscored the Celtics in this series. That's the crazy thing.
It was about one though. It's about one.
It's about like
I think it's about one.
Like 5.
Wait, so you just won by 60 and you outscored them by 5 now?
Yeah.
So so you haven't outscored the Celtics. Then you
haven't really been outscoring them like that.
Hold on, no. We out. I mean, that's just what it is. 408 to 402. We outscored them. They just whooping our ass right now, and costly.
That's 6, by the way. But
it took you one game where you were up by 6. Bro,
40 something at one point.
Y'all were
listen, I'm gonna be honest.
And it took all of that to make it comparable.
Hold on, I'm gonna just say this. Put me on the big screen, please. Just put me on the
big screen. I got you, brother. I got you.
I just want to say this, and make sure you look at this beautiful logo here. I just want to say I'm glad that you niggas aren't on the Mavs, man. I think you guys are what's wrong with sports. A bunch of quitters. Hold on, let me just get this off because I need to get this off. A bunch of quitters, a bunch of niggas sitting in the locker room right now. I'm trying to hype us up. Hey, look, y'all, one game at a time, y'all. We just got to go out there. Listen, I know we down 3-1. I just need y'all to play y'all best basketball. You got.
I just love his PFP vibrating.
Yeah.
That's some nasty shit right there.
We got Elijah in the corner, twiddling his thumbs like, I don't know if we can do it, guys. I don't know. Like
that is wild.
You got Casual over here in the locker room as well, and he's. I mean, guys, we really don't have enough. We don't have any margin for error. Like, shut your soft ass up. One game at a time. I don't need you soft ass, scary ass guys.
All right, bitch ass nigga. Now I'm on the big. Now I'm on the screen. Now I'm on the big screen because I've seen your imitating skills. I've seen your imitating skills, and that shit is trash. That shit is trash, nigga. Unlike Keemster, I'm not boring that shit. I'm not. The fact is, the Dallas Mavericks not only have very little margin for error, nigga, you ain't got no margin for error. And if you guys come out and you shoot just 35% and you turn over the ball instead of 13, 14, nigga, I say you could turn that bitch over 12 times. The Boston Celtics is whooping your ass. And you could tell true.
Limited threat.
Hey,
put somebody else on the big screen. Put the other guys up there.
It's as simple as this.
Get your kicks in.
Hold on. It's as simple as this, nigga. Okay. Talk about 20,000. You know what I can do? I can look at the game. I can look at the way the Celtics have been whooping y'all ass this entire time.
Can you look at DFB too?
I can look at the way that Kyrie has been stunted this entire series. He's looked like a shell of himself for maybe 3 out of 4 games. Congratulations, you got 1 out of him. He looks great. Maybe he needs to start burning some sage. Maybe he needs to put them moccasins back on his motherfucking feet. I don't know what that man got to do, but he's not doing it this series. It's over. And to say that it's not over right now is
delusion.
See, this-
It's delusion and it's absurdity. I am not hearing it. If you want to be a fan and say we believe, go ahead. I don't care, but don't base it in no facts.
This is how
because
you
the
know.
The facts is y'all are finished. It's over.
Niggas cutting people off while they going on their soliloquies. Crazy. I just want to say that.
I just want to say this.
Put that big hand
That
on
nigga Elijah. That's how you know he's been around Mar for way too long, bro. That is a Mar soliloquy, bro. Jesus. That man he went on that. He went
Are
on
you
the
gonna
full
get your
hate. You know when
while I'm down
the
or
hate
not, Zeno?
you can see the hate come out of his face. Like,
Bro, this nigga giving a dissection of Elijah's soliloquy is crazy.
Nah.
Look, before we jump your whole ass, before we jump you, nigga, before we jump you,
Who's
What
this?
is this a 20v1?
Nigga,
This is Justin.
nah, this a nigga, this a 19v1, and the other dude just came into the party talking about some. Hey guys, you want some punch? I just got some. But shut your dumb ass. I'm sorry, I've been hanging around Brandon too long. Anyway,
I swear this was supposed to be a basketball channel.
Nigga open the door as we beat. Nigga open the door while we beating his ass up. Brandon talk about some bro. Close the door, nigga. I'm getting jumped, nigga.
Hey, Casual. Casual.
I thought it's supposed to be a basketball channel, a basketball podcast.
Oh my god!
It's a basketball channel. Malice in the Palace, nigga.
No, okay. So I do want to ask you guys, like, let's get into like real basketball talk. You know, this is the real basketball spot. You know.
Yeah, you're finding it hard to do
So
that. Right
no more delusion. We know Luka Doncic is one of more
in October
type shit. When we get to preseason, nigga, stop playing with me. Anyway, we know Luka Doncic is one of the more versatile scorers and passes and playmakers, just offensive players we've ever seen in NBA history. But why is he the only one, like, on the scoring front? Like, let's just break it down to let's start with scoring. Why is he still able to remain relatively efficient throughout this postseason? Well, not postseason, but throughout this series against the Boston Celtics. Like, you would think, like, I think when we talked earlier before the series started, when you, me, and Elijah, were talking about, Luka Doncic and how he could be impactful. One of the things that we spoke about was the fact that we think that Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Jalen Brown, Jayson Tatum, they should be able to, essentially make it a little more difficult for Luka to be able to get his stuff off from an efficiency standpoint.
I remember saying it was Kyrie which was the issue. I said that that went
without saying though.
I said that most likely that they might switch Tatum onto him, which I was wrong. They actually started switching Tatum onto the big so that they didn't lose a lob threat,
which was a smart idea.
Smart. I do want to say, I said that they might be able to slow him down, and I'm pretty sure relative to his regular season, he is slowed down, but it's like so minute that's not really any difference. So, like, I can check the stats right now, but
so far this series, Luka Doncic is. Hold on, I'll give it to you.
He averaged like 32.
He's averaging 32. No. I'm sorry. He's averaging 29. Well, we can say 30. Round up. Yeah. He's averaging 38 and 6.
On 53%
and 2.5 steals on 47-25. Ooh, 62. Split. 53.4 true shooting. No, they haven't slowed him down. They slowed him down on. They may have made him take more threes. I wouldn't even say that because he was taking the same amount of. Taking these same. I don't think they're slowing him down. I think he's just missing from three. But other than that, he's getting whatever he wants.
Yeah,
efficiency wise, they have slowed him down. Now you could now argue if that's mainly due to the defense that's being played on him, or his, for some reason, love for trying to go behind the play and just try and take step back threes in situations where he should drive. Or do you think that his knee isn't healthy and that's what's kind of causing him his issues? Which, I'm going to be real with you, anyone who's been speaking to me throughout this playoffs will understand what I've been always saying for Luka to do is get downhill and cause issues from the paint and like inside of the arc, because you're that talented as a passer playmaker that they're gonna have to respect you and draw 2-3 people into you as you're trying to post up someone. And you've even seen it in this series. Whenever he posts up, like not Jrue Holiday, but Derrick White, or even sometimes when he's posting up Jrue Holiday, he's able to get the spin move off to him and then get a layup, or he's able to cause so much issues from that point. No one, but hey, from the 3-point line, that knee clearly is bothering him because he's shooting 25%. That is not Luka level.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess if you're looking from the 3 from that, but I'm looking at it from mainly he's taking these threes. He's just not knocking them down at a near efficient rate. Like I'm watching him in that game. I'm watching him in game 4. Proceed to take like 4 or 5 step backs back to back. That's not him like because of his knee, him missing. That's him just being over reliant on 3 and at times being a little lazy with his shot selection.
Do you think his shot selection is kind of him taking those a lot of threes because of his knee being fucked and he doesn't want to get downhill constantly?
I think you could look.
I think that can actually also be warranted of the fact, yeah, my knee's fucked. I can't keep putting stress on that knee and getting downhill. But go ahead.
Yeah, but there's plenty of possessions where he actually goes in. There's plenty of possessions that you can look where he actually goes in and he does, search for the contact and whatnot. I think this is my theory. I think he's relying on those threes because he's especially from games, I want to say in game 3 and 4 specifically, I think he realized that the referees aren't giving him the calls that he's searching for. And so rather than to continue to barrel towards the rim and try to finish through the contact, he ultimately, relies on that 3 because it's the simplest shot that he could go to. He can get that step back off on a consistent basis. I don't think it has anything to do with his
If there's
his
one
injury.
thing I can give to the Mavs that they can hang their hat on, yes, that the old school what their game looked like as from the 3-point line was really good. But Luka and Kyrie did not shoot well from that behind the arc, Do you want to guess what they shot?
Yeah.
You're gonna guess what they shot together
If
behind the
I'm
arc?
correct, they only made 1 shot out of 14 attempts, correct?
Exactly. They were not good from behind the arc.
What are we talking
So
about?
they can hang their hat.
Yeah, we're talking about in game 4.
Game 4, yeah.
Yeah, in game 4, they can hang their hat on the fact that they were able to beat the Celtics without having 2 of their best 3-point shooters not actually knock a shot down. Now,
But to be honest with you, the reason why, Brandon, I'm gonna come to you in a second. The reason why I think that the Mavs was able to pull that off was because I think that this was actually one of the biggest times where Luka was able to shift the defense without having to necessarily go into the lane. Like I saw a lot of times where in transition he was moving the ball early, and so the 5 assists don't even do him justice. For how much impact he did on ball. Because I think he was moving it to PJ, which allowed it to get to Derrick Jones Jr., which allowed it to, move to Dante Exum, who played a big role in his minutes. Like I think that Luka getting
finally
right. I think Luka getting the ball out early sort of allowed for them, and I think that low key Kyrie taking on a little bit more of the ball handling responsibilities late in like the first half started to sort of diversify the dosage between him and Luka, him being able to come down and pick up the pace.
Sorry.
Yeah, he like diversified the dosage between the two as far as ball handling responsibilities, because we one of the things that we did talk about before the series started was Luka and Kyrie, they have 2 different styles, whereas Luka slows down the pace so that he can dissect the defense. Kyrie sort of picks up the pace so that he can get those early buckets. So if you can be able to mix that in, it could work well. It's just I think ultimately what worked for them in game 4 is not necessarily the representation of who the Dallas Mavericks are or who they've been in this series. But go ahead, Brandon.
No, I think game 4. our role players showed up and they played big minutes, right? Dante Exum, Timothy Hardaway Jr., 5 3-pointers made.
Mm.
Even me looking at that, I'm like, if we could just get 2 or 3 out of Timothy Hardaway Jr., we get two or three 3-pointers made. Like I'm cool. Um, and that's just being honest. Like looking at the game and going into Game 5. Dog, listen, Kyrie, I'm done trolling. I'm with y'all on this. Kyrie Irving definitely cannot let this crowd get to him. He has to be invested in this game. He cannot, let the crowd get to him. They're gonna troll him. Do not feed the trolls. Kyrie has to have a big game. I think Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. I've been seeing them communicating on defense the way they've been communicating on defense, the energy that they've been bringing. I think we're gonna need that as well. Um, do I see us getting only 8 turnovers again? Probably not. But if we can, keep it at 8 or less than that, I think we stand a good chance. Um, and Derrick Jones Jr. Um, he has to stay invested in this series, right? He has to keep shooting the ball. PJ Washington has to keep shooting as well. And Josh Green, shout out to Josh Green. Finally, we had a Josh Green sighting, right? Like he came in bringing energy on the floor. Grabbing a few big rebounds, knocking down some big shots as well for us. So, I, just one game at a time. This is gonna be a hard ass feat, though. I will tell you this. Going into Boston Game 5, and I think it's actually on the anniversary of their last championship, right? 6-17, I believe. 6-17, 2008 was their last finals championship. So if you don't think that TD Garden is gonna be rocking, you got another thing coming. That's all I got.
I'm with you on that. Hey, so I do also want
Wait,
to ask you, do you
hold on,
think?
Casual. Are you blacked out?
Oh
Is
yeah,
his
no, no,
screen
no.
blacked out for anybody else?
I was sharing the stream a little bit. But I want to ask you real quick. Yo, hold on real quick. Let's just want to shout out chat real quick. Walter Hartwell White, Celtics in 5. Don't want to break our God Brandon's heart. Go James, salute
He
fam.
blocked. Don't worry about
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure.
it.
My man, Cottage 81. Salute, salute,
Make sure
salute,
y'all
salute.
subscribe to Cottage channel too, by the way.
Yes, yes,
Subscribe.
yes, 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 yes. But I do want to ask you, yeah, make sure you put your channel in the chat as well, man. Um, so I do want to ask you, Brandon, if they don't win, when they don't, but if they don't win,
Watch your
this
mouth.
NBA, if they don't win this NBA finals, what exactly do you think that they can be able to come back, or do you think that this is probably their best opportunity?
I think they can be back. It's gonna take a lot of work though. Like the West is only gonna get better, right? Like
Hmm.
the West will be better. I think the Grizzlies are better next year, with a healthy John Morant, and that team that they have around them. I think of course the Rockets are a better team next year. The Kings are a better team next year. It's gonna take a lot, right? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like it don't even sound genuine to do it.
No, it don't.
Cause
No, it
listen,
don't. Not even a little
it
bit.
don't listen. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all. For me, I knew we were like maybe 2 or 3 years out from being here. You know,
Mm,
but even if we lose, I'll say this: Luka needs this. You know what I'm saying? Like Luka needs this. He needs this, right? Because it's as good as he is on the offensive end, right? As good as he is with scoring and playmaking and things like that. To win an NBA championship, you have to be even better than what you think you are or where you're comfortable at right now. And he's going to have
yeah.
to be better. Um, the guys around him are going to have to be better. And he's going to have to do the small things to pull this out. We saw the Celtics. They got their ass kicked in 2022. And that's not a shot at them or whatever. But they knew that, hey, listen, we got to the NBA finals. That's not enough. And as good as we thought we were then, we actually have to be even better moving forward. And we see how much it took them to get back. They're here. They're kicking ass right now. They're playing like team basketball at a high level. They aren't complaining. Everyone's bought in. All the role players have bought in. They're playing well as well. So it just shows what it takes to be a champion. And Luka Doncic is going to have to mature um, a lot this offseason. He's going to have to mature. and the guys around him. Derek Lively and Kyrie Irving he's gonna be Kyrie Irving moving forward.
Okay. All right. Hey, so guys, we're gonna turn this up a little bit. We're gonna play a little game. I'm going to give you guys 10 teams. I want you to tell me if these teams can be able to beat the 2024 Boston Celtics. Okay.
Let's play.
All right. So Zeno. All right. We're gonna start with you. All right. I'm gonna give Zeno the easy ones. Okay. The 2023 Denver Nuggets. Did they beat the 2024 Boston Celtics?
Probably. I'm not gonna lie. What Jokic was doing that season, I think people might have forgotten. But that was devil magic Jokic. That was the year that Jokic was highly efficient from every facet of the game offensively. I mean, posts. I mean, what's called post ups. I mean, fades.
This nigga is fucking up these shorts, Elijah.
I'm talking about 3-point shoot, catch and shoots. Fucking, I mean, bro, in the little painted area just before the restricted area, efficient as hell. Everything you want from him scoring wise, he was a monster.
Did he just
you add on to the fact that he's one of the best passer playmakers in the league.
Yeah,
cool.
He doing this right now, isn't it? Yeah, right. Wipe your mouth, nigga.
Sorry, I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell that thing existed in our league. I'm sorry.
You a Nuggets fan, nigga?
Nah. I'm mad as hell that thing existed in our league.
Hey Elijah, you hear this?
This is crazy.
That was crazy work, bro. And then for that year as well, that was the one year where he wasn't garbage on defense too. Yeah, nah.
Oh, he's still doing this.
There's no way he could beat him.
Yeah, he's still going.
Just give it to the.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you because you don't fucked up this short. Oh my god!
Oh, the short. Okay. My bad, bro.
No, nigga, you didn't already. It's okay. We'll just come back. We'll come back. Elijah, the 2022 Golden State Warriors, are they able to defeat this 2024 Boston Celtics?
Hell no.
Okay. All right. Myself, the Milwaukee Bucks, hell yeah. Okay, Brandon, 2021 Milwaukee Bucks, are they able to beat this 2024 Boston Celtics?
I don't want to disrespect my dog, to be honest.
I think it's tight. I think it's closer than people want to admit, though.
No,
I do want to say that.
Yeah.
I think it's closer than people want to admit.
Wait. Is Giannis coming into that series injured like he did?
I mean, it's the situation. Are they healthy? Are they healthy? Yeah, we can say healthy. We can say healthy.
We don't hypotheticals.
Okay.
Yeah, he's healthy. And healthy, I got it going. A series, their series, I got Celtics.
I mean, he was healthy in that he was healthy in that finals.
No, he wasn't. He was coming off the injury from the Hawks series.
No. He was still healing, but he came back during that series.
Oh, he was there, but he wasn't 100%. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He wasn't 100%. Yeah. Here, hold on, real quick. Hold on, we just gonna take a quick break. We got a hot question from our boy Cottage 81. Hey, Casual, is Tatum better than Luka, fam? Shut up, nigga.
Shout out to Tatum though.
In a generous way, no, absolutely not. There's a lot of facets to Luka's game that he's peaking at levels that Tatum just cannot peak at, both consistency and just at his best. I do understand the defensive value that Tatum brings. But even that defensive value does not trump the playmaking, the passing, the rebounding, the ability to dissect defenses, a numerous amount of defenses, and his scoring. The real nigga answer, Brandon. Hell no, heavens no, hell no, heavens no, Jesus no, God no.
Luka's average day, bro.
Shout out to Tatum though. Shout out to Jayson Tatum for sure though.
Yeah, that and to be fair with you, Cottage 81, I'm coming out with a video probably by the end of this series, talking about why Tatum.
He's about to drag my
He's
dog,
proved
man.
no. Talking about why Tatum has proved why he does not deserve to be in top 5 conversations at all, but he's also proved why he shouldn't be questioned to be the best player on this Celtics team. So
it's number 2 of all time, bro. Shout out.
Greatest Scottie Pippen that I've ever seen. Anyway. All right.
Back to the shorts.
Back to the shorts. Okay. So we're gonna run this quick. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna give you guys the teams. You guys tell me yes or no. Okay. So we're gonna run this again. Zeno, 2023 Denver Nuggets.
2023 Denver Nuggets. Yeah. Oh, I thought I was supposed to say. My bad. I thought you meant like, yeah, the Denver Nuggets. Yeah. No.
Okay. We're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna try this. Yes.
Casual,
yes.
You know what we need?
Can I give it to you, Brandon? Brandon, can I give it to you?
Yeah.
Can I give you the question?
Okay. You guys are doing too much now.
Okay. All right. Brandon. All right. I'm gonna ask you guys, out of these teams, who will beat the 2024 Boston Celtics in a 7-game series?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, 2023 Denver Nuggets.
Shout out to that 2023 Denver Nuggets team, but no.
Right.
I think Celtics win it in 7.
Okay. Zeno, 2022 Golden State Warriors.
Celtics in 4.
Damn. Elijah, 2021 Milwaukee Bucks.
Celtics in 7.
All right. Respect. Zeno, 2020 Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, that's a real one. Lakers in 7. I'll give you that. Lakers in 7.
Okay. Brandon, 2019 Toronto Raptors.
Wow.
You mean the team that was carried by Kawhi on offense?
Celtics in 5, man.
Okay. All right. Elijah, 2018 Golden State Warriors.
Warriors in 4.
Damn. Okay, so I don't. If you think that 2018, if you think that 2018, hold on, no, I'm about to ask him. If you think that 2018 team blows the doors off the Boston Celtics, 2017 Golden State Warriors,
also 4.
Damn, goddamn. Okay, Zeno, 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Celtics in like 5 or 6. No, 6. I was like, give it 6. Celtics in 6.
Okay. Brandon, 2014 San Antonio Spurs.
15 Warriors.
2014 Spurs. I'm gonna come to it. Damn, nigga, follow with me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. 2014 San Antonio Spurs. Brandon.
I should think that team can win.
I got the Spurs in 7. Spurs in 7.
Okay. Zeno, 2013 Miami Heat.
That'd have been a fire series.
What year? It was 2014 when Wade was over, right? So this
2014 is when he was done. 2013 was when LeBron peaked. They had Ray. They had just gotten Ray Allen, Shane Battier, Mike Miller.
I think this would be the best year that they could beat. They could beat the.
I know.
This was like peak LeBron.
Celtics. No.
Yes.
I actually don't know. It's a game 7. It's a game 7. That's what I can say.
Okay, pick.
I'll give the Heat. I'll give the Heat in 7.
Heat in 7. Okay. All right. That short is gonna be tough as hell to clip, but my boy, shout out Mood. Mood has got a lot of work cut out for him. Anyway, the reason why I didn't go with the 2015 Golden State Warriors because I sort of figured everybody here would sort of say no. We would say Boston Celtics would win.
Yeah,
but you said 2019 Warriors.
The
reason why
Raptors.
I said 20. The reason why I said 2019 Toronto Raptors is because if I said the Dallas Mavericks, I don't think you guys would say that they would win. I don't think you guys think the 2010 or 2009 Lakers.
Celtics would have been.
Then why did you bring up 2022?
You should have said them.
I brought up 2022 Celtics just because
no Celtics.
That's the most recent. No. 2022 Golden State Warriors because that's the most recent. Yeah.
Hey, Casual, let me ask you, what version was the best version of Jrue? Was it on that 2021 team or the 2024 Celtics team right now? Because I noticed we put 2021 against 2024.
I would probably say
New Orleans.
I mean, between those two,
talking about 21 24, bro.
Between those two, I would say 20. I would say
neither.
I would say 2021 Milwaukee Bucks just because like defensively, like that nigga was. But if you ask me what was the best version of Jrue, the one that was in New Orleans.
Thank you.
In terms of what he's been asked to do, this Jrue Holiday is above and beyond. Like,
but that's just because he's an overqualified.
Because like
option.
Even on the Bucks team, he was asked to be that a shot creator on the perimeter and be that. He was not that consistently. He was not able.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think defensively he was very, very good, and it kind of overshadowed what he was doing and lacking offensively. But this Jrue Holiday has been locking up defensively, not as good defensively.
Offensive rebound.
Could you not say
offensively? He's looked amazing. He's looked consistent. At playmaking wise, no, he has. In game 1 and 2, he looked very good. Game 3, he was solid, and in game 4, he didn't look great. I think on a game-to-game basis, what you can rely on is him being able to shoot the ball well, being able to play make well. As a facilitator, he's looked very much improved, and just making better decisions. I've always offensively, Jrue Holiday to me has never been like a very smart player, but this year he's looked very, very smart. He's looked like he's willing to make the right choices. He's looked like he's willing to take the right shots, get into his positions, and shoot the ball effectively. I think this Jrue Holiday is much improved in terms of that 2021 Jrue Holiday, just in terms of just like playoffs and final setting.
Man, is that nigga goatee connected?
Yeah, him. He's your OD for that.
Assessing him.
No, to be so two things. Fuck you. Two things. So one, to Cottage. The reason why I didn't mention 2015 had nothing to do with Mark Jackson or Steve Kerr being a head coach. It had all to do with the fact of one, relevancy. I think more people are like, it's because it recently happened. Most recently it happened was the 2022 Golden State Warriors. So that's why I chose that team over the 2015 team. But to be fair, I think both 2015, really any Golden State team that didn't have KD on it is not formidable for this Boston Celtics unit. So that's why I didn't mention 2015. It had nothing to do with Mark Jackson being a head coach. Two, I disagree, Elijah. To your point, I think he looks much smarter. He looks much more formidable.
That's
much more formidable defensively and competent offensively because he has much more competent, skilled players around him all throughout every position. He has Derrick White, he has Jayson Tatum, he has Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford. So he even if you go to Joe Mazzulla, he looks much better because he has that skill set. He has those skill sets around him. But the reason why I would say New Orleans is the best was because
the best.
Okay. The reason why I would The reason why I would say 2021 is better though is because defensively I think he was in his prime because even when they were discombobulated, even in the games where Giannis didn't even play, him as a point of attack defender was like literally like over reliant at times, and he still delivered on a far more consistent basis. You didn't have to worry about that with the Celtics because either if Derrick White wasn't there, Jayson Tatum's there. If Jayson Tatum ain't showing up, Jaylen Brown's there. Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford are able to swap out. So he has people that has his back. When it came to the Milwaukee Bucks, granted, you have Brook Lopez and Giannis there. Those players were like in and out of the lineup, like at the same time at times, and he had to rely on Bobby Portis. Yeah, that year, even I think Giannis during that postseason missed like I want to say during that Atlanta series he missed like 2 games.
I could have.
And I'm talking about the finals mostly.
Oh, in the the finals. I mean, even in the finals, I mean, he showed. I don't think Jrue in this Boston Celtics series has had to showcase
nearly
what
as much as he did in
it had
the
to
Suns.
showcase his defensive. I don't think. Hold on. I don't think he's had to showcase his defensive prowess the way that he had to on the Milwaukee Bucks team in 2021. We are famously praising Jrue Holiday for what he did against Chris Paul. Then in that same quarter, switching on to Devin Booker and having the same amount of impact. That's for no reason. It's not like that's for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Versus the Boston Celtics, he hasn't had to do that. We have games where Jaylen Brown is doing that. We have games where Derrick White is doing that.
He just has way more defensive and offensive costs. That's why I said he's an overqualified number 5, because he's been put in a situation where the things for Jrue Holiday to maximize him. Huh?
No, he said they're interchangeable. He said they're interchangeable.
Okay. I think the thing to maximize Jrue Holiday is to use him as your best POA defender, and then have him as like a tertiary passer playmaker or tertiary passer playmaker, and have him like your secondary, at most secondary shot creator. The fact that he's not even needing to be the tertiary shot creator, he's like the 5th shot creator on the team, like the 3rd, 4th ball handler on the team, and then he can just exert most of his energy on defense, is why that team is able to run the way they're able to run.
I disagree. Hypothetically, he is, but KP has been hurt through a lot of this playoffs, so he has been having to step up in that way. Same with Jayson Tatum not being this like top tier 1 level shot creator that we normally see from him.
He's never been a tier 1 shot creator.
Jayson Tatum?
Never. If you think he is,
I don't think he's like a Luka. No, you're right. Luka,
that's tier 1.
Those guys. No, I'm talking about like he's one of the best shot creators in the league in terms of ours. Yeah, like I'm saying, he's like one of the best. That's all that matters. If you want to argue tier 1 to 2, I really don't care. He's one of the better guys in this playoffs. He hasn't looked like it. He's had spurts. I believe in the Pacers series where he looked really good, but for the most part, he hasn't. So even then, Jrue Holiday's had an increased role in this playoffs in terms of his shot creating, in terms of his ball handling, in terms of what he has to do offensively, because Kristaps was out and Jayson Tatum has looked lackluster. And then going back to that 2021 series in that finals, he looked transcendent defensively. But the problem was he had 2 games in that 6-game series, 2 games in that 6-game series where he shot above 40%. He had one game where he shot 57, one game where he shot 60. The rest he shot 33, 20, 20, and 20% from the field. That Jrue Holiday offensively was a shot chucker, bona fide shot chucker. He was not good offensively. He was not what you needed offensively, especially even if you want to say he should have been a 4th or 5th option offensively, that's too bad for him to be normally when you say a guy's a 4th option, they're a decent 3rd. They're not that 3rd that's going to get you over the hump, but they're a decent 3rd option. Offensively, he looked like he shouldn't have been on the court. He was that bad. His defense kept him on the court. And I agree. His defense with the Celtics is not nearly as good. I 100% agree. But when your offense is that bad as it was in that Sun series, I think it was that bad.
I don't disagree with you, but I think you're going based off of what you're seeing. Like you're going based off of like the Celtics run that he has. And you're negating unintentionally, I think, you're negating the fact that he's benefiting from the advantages that are created for him on like a multitude of occasions by Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum, and even Al Horford and Kristaps in some occasions. Like it's not like Jrue Holiday in Milwaukee, especially when Giannis, especially in Milwaukee where that spacing was not that impressive. It wasn't, especially compared to the 2024 Boston Celtics unit. The shot creation that he had to take on was like at times, even me as a Milwaukee Bucks fan, I didn't feel was necessary for him. I thought that was supposed to be Chris Middleton's job primarily, but they co-parented that responsibility. And so like
I don't think that he has to worry about those responsibilities here with the Celtics. He essentially is in a role where you get the ball to the respective player, you allow them to cook up, and they take advantage of those and just take advantage of those that creation that's made for you. That, like, I don't think that it's that difficult of a job as opposed to the Milwaukee job. When he came into it, it was dysfunctional at times, and he had to work within a dysfunctional system.
But he didn't do it. You can say
yes,
no. You can say that he was tasked to do it, and if he was tasked to do it,
it's not dysfunctional with the Celtics.
That's fine. But he didn't do it.
Answer this for me, Elijah.
It's not a plus for him to have been in a dysfunctional system, and he was also a part of this dysfunctional system.
No one's saying that offensively he did it. He delivered. We're saying he didn't deliver because of these reasons. He's delivering now because he's in an ultra beneficial situation.
I agree.
Like, it's not like
how people say that we removed.
So we're saying the value. So we're saying the value
that it's more than that. It's more.
We're saying no. The reason why we're saying that is because you're arguing that the offensive impact that he's providing now, along with the defensive impact that we know that he is capable of displaying, makes him better than the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks. We're saying he had to. No, but what we're saying is he had this capability in 2021. He was asked to do something that was not favorable to his offensive play style.
He did not. His offensive play style before this Celtics series, or this Celtics team, where he was allowed to take a smaller role, his play style has always been someone who puts up shots just to put up shots. That has been Jrue Holiday since 2018. You can go watch that series as well. Sometimes he makes them, sometimes he misses them. He puts up shots. That's what he does. That's why they got him. No, because that's literally why the Bucks got him, because he's always been known as that guy that puts up shots from the.
No, the Bucks got him. No. The Bucks got him because he was a better floor spacer and was better defensively than Eric Bledsoe. Because Bledsoe was notorious for dropping offensively and defensively in the offs.
There was nobody at that time. At that time, Jrue Holiday was touted as the creme de la creme of what we needed. We needed a defensive oriented point of attack defender at the point guard spot that could be able to handle ball handler responsibilities from time to time and be able to run the offense competently. That's what we needed. He was able to do that. No. He was able to do that,
but not when we needed him in
he was
so transcendent. He made up for that. No, in the finals, he was not doing that.
Even in the postseason, as far as running the offense, no, he was able to do that competently. Was he able to shot create? Shot creating and running the offense is two different things. He was able to run that offense.
It was still
man, there's games where we should have threw that. Mike Budenholzer was running sets that should have been it should have turned into a catastrophe. But Jrue Holiday, with his ball handling ability, like being able to make a layup with his left hand, something that I'm starting to realize is like such a rare commodity in this league these days. He's able to do that, and that bails us out of situations where we're supposed to in that position with a turnover or something like that, but he's able to handle those responsibilities as a ball handler. That's what he was there for. Eric Bledsoe was not able to do that beforehand.
I agree.
That's why he was able to come.
Than Eric Bledsoe. He's supposed to be there. The problem is when you have that guy that's supposed to be the secondary ball handler or tertiary shot creator, right? And he's not able to be that.
I don't think you said primary shot creator? You said primary shot creator?
No.
Tertiary. Oh, okay.
But the Bucks did not have a secondary shot creator. The main shot creators was
Chris Middleton.
Giannis is the main shot creator?
I don't think Giannis counts as a shot creator. Oh, not to me.
In the finals, Giannis wasn't creating his own shots? In the finals?
It was more of a set. It was more of a set shot that he was taking. Set shooting.
I don't think that's creating
a shot. Okay. Go ahead. No. I was about to say I don't think that Giannis was a shot creator. I think that Giannis was more of capitalizing on the space that the Suns were giving him. So if you take a shot because the defense wants you to take that shot, I don't think you created that shot. I think the shot was just created for you, if anything.
That's fine. I think his finishing abilities, even when he has
his finishing,
that's also shot creating.
That's not shot creating.
I don't think that's I don't think that shot creating as much as I think
comes under finishing.
Yeah, I think that's more of a. I think that's more of a
shot
loop.
creating because you're still.
Oh, then that's
Okay,
just
so then we're arguing
We're
semantics
different.
at that point.
We're
Then.
different.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But because creating a shot is for me using dribble moves or counters to be able to get some space
on the
actually
perimeter
put up a shot.
For me, on the perimeter for me.
I think if you start with the ball and then you then get to a shot that you got yourself, like if you didn't start in the post, pass the ball, got the shot, then that's he play finished. If you take a lob, you play finished. But if you are able to start with the ball and then get to your shot, that's a shot creation. You created that shot yourself. That's shot creation. Because you started with no shot.
I don't think he got it. I don't think he. But here's the thing: is especially during that postseason run, I don't think he, especially on the perimeter, by my definition of like basically you countering and creating space to get a shot off on the perimeter specifically, Giannis can't fit that bill for me because especially even when he was especially when he was taking those perimeter shots, they were giving him the space. They wanted him to take those shots. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he was a shot creator in that sense. So if anything, I would say that Jrue Holiday was viewed as a secondary shot creator, and Giannis was supposed to fill in more of a role of a play finisher. That's what I would call like the system they had going on.
I also want to say when it comes to the Bucks team, and this is the main reason why I don't think he looked that well, is that their number one shot creator shouldn't have been a number one shot creator anyways. Yeah. I think Chris Middleton was over relied on to be the main shot creator. Chris Middleton is not a number one shot creator. He's an overqualified number two. Yeah. That's what he is. And that's what was the biggest issue about that Bucks team. It was because they didn't have a good enough shot creation in the half court, which is what killing them every season. That was the main reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
I still disagree. I still disagree mostly because even in New Orleans, I don't think he was that great of a shot creator. I don't Jrue Holiday.
I don't think he's ever been a good. I don't think he's ever been. I don't think he's ever been like this fantastic shot creator. I don't think he's a fantastic shot creator now in Boston. I think
he's a smarter shot creator. I think
he looks smarter because he has the talent around him that allows him to take advantage smartly, capitalizing on the advantages that are created for him. Like I don't think he was getting these advantages, these plethora of advantages in New Orleans, especially because he was the primary facilitator and shot creator for that team because Anthony Davis obviously was the best play finisher in the league. I don't think he had those abilities in Milwaukee because outside of Chris Middleton or Giannis creating those advantages for him, you're definitely not expecting Pat Connaughton to create those advantages. You're not expecting Brook Lopez to create those advantages. Like in Boston, he's in such a unique situation. His offense had no choice, especially like we saw what that nigga looked like in 2023. He had no choice but to go up in efficiency, having this much offensive talent around him on this Boston unit. So that's why I'm not saying that he doesn't look better. I'm saying the impact that you're giving him or the credit that you're giving him for looking this good on the offensive end, it does not trump what he was taking on and exceeding in expectations on the defensive end in 2021. That's all I'm saying.
I think in terms of what he did defensively, I think that's where his mainstay is. I don't think offensively there's really an argument. Even if you want to say that Jrue Holiday had the potential, if he was in a better position to be better, he just wasn't. So I can only go off what I saw. And what I saw was very lacking, even if you want to say he's a secondary shot creator, tertiary shot creator. It was still lacking to me. I think shooting like 20% for your average is just not acceptable in any situation. I think what he did as a playmaker, I still think he looks better now. Even if you want to say he has more pieces, that's fine. I think he uses those pieces better. I think he had a tendency on the Milwaukee team, even if you want to say it's because he may have not had options. Sometimes he would just take shots to take shots. I think he did it early in shot clock sometimes before sets were ran. I think he liked to play hero ball at times to his own detriment, and he does that a lot less here. I think he's just older in a better position, which is fine. But I think that still all contributes to you being a smarter player. You can get in a better position, but if you're not playing smarter,
you can be detrimental to that better position if you're not playing smarter basketball, and that's what I think he's doing here. I think what he did on Chris Paul was nice, but I don't think Chris Paul was the player that challenges Jrue Holiday as much as people want to say he does. He's just smaller. He was a lot slower at that point. Not that he was 2023 or 2022 Chris Paul, but he was a lot slower. I think Devin Booker was the real mainstay matchup for him, and what he did on him was very effective and very impactful. But what he's been doing against Kyrie and Luka, at least as a help defender on Luka, I think is while not as impactful, but it's very, very impactful, and one of the larger reasons why this team has looked as good as they do. I think it allows Derrick White to look as good as he does defensively. I think it allows Jayson Tatum to look as good as he does defensively. He tends to be somewhat of a point anchor for this team when Kristaps is not on the court.
I think he is technically the anchor. I think it's either him or Derrick White. Both of them are really the anchors of that defense, to be honest.
But isn't that a part of the argument though, right? Like the fact that we can have this discussion of how impactful Jrue Holiday is defensively, and we still are sitting there like, bro, but look at Derrick White. Look at what Derrick White is doing. Look at what Jaylen Brown was able to do for the first 2 games. Look at what you know what I'm saying. Look at what Jayson Tatum is able to do on Derek Lively and his versatility being on the. But I mean,
a lot of what Derrick
eliminating the lob threat, eliminate multiple lob threats is
a lot of what Derrick White is able to do in terms of like being that guy that can extend in passing lanes and stuff is because you already have the defender of Jrue Holiday on their point of attack. It's the same reason Jayson Tatum can play on the bigs and play more in the paint and be as impactful as he is because you have guys like Jrue Holiday who's able to funnel, who's able to get guys out of position, who's able to be that help defender at times, who's able to be physical and be a switch guy on bigger players. That's the reason for me at least. I think Derrick White is impactful. I think he's nearly as good as a defender as Jrue Holiday, if not better. Depending on what you're looking for. But what Jrue Holiday specifically provides to this team makes him the anchor.
I just think you still have an argument for Derrick White doing the same thing.
Yeah, because I don't want to get into like.
I think Jrue Holiday and Derrick White are both like similar because Jrue Holiday is the more power players that are less agile. He can deal with them better, but Derrick White is more for the more agile players, the players that are more twitchy. He can deal with them a little bit better. Also, he's one of the best wrist side shot blockers in the league. He's also one of the best shot blocking guards in general in the league as well. But yeah, we can move on from this conversation.
Yeah. So we're just gonna wrap this up with this simple question. Brandon loves, so you can't be able to answer.
My bad. I was yawning and I moved my head.
What happened to Luka top 5?
That's locked. My bad.
What happened to Luka top 5?
To be quite honest with you, bro, I feel like I'm right regardless. But I mean, I'll go ahead and say the take all over again. Basically, my take is that Luka Doncic should not be set in stone as a top 5 player because there's multiple players in the NBA currently that can be able to provide a multifaceted game that impacts on like different levels at times. And in the regular season, they're much more consistent on both ends, which is why you'll see these teams, these stars on these teams be able to have a consistent high seeding. And I feel like that's the part where Luka Doncic struggles. I think in the postseason, you have no problem. I have no problem with Luka Doncic's impact on the scoring front, on the playmaking, facilitating, rebounding front. But when we get into the regular season, it just always seems like his defensive flaws and his heliocentric play can grow to make the offense be stagnant, can grow for the offense to be at certain points.
In the regular season?
In the regular season?
In the regular season, I think a large reason of why their record looks the way that it does in the grand scheme of things with the standing, albeit understanding that again, this is marginal in the Western Conference. Like the fourth and third seed can very easily go down to the 6th and 7th seed if they just go on like a 3-game losing streak. So I understand that it's marginal.
We do know one of the biggest
games, these games
These games that the Dallas Mavericks end up losing in some instances are because the heliocentric play in the great.
I'm just letting him cook, bro. I'm letting him cook. Go ahead.
No,
the heliocentric play.
The heliocentric play can grow to be more stagnant and more predictable. And in the Western Conference, that is not the ultimate way to go. En route to winning 50 plus games on a consistent basis. But carry on.
Yeah, so the top 5 player has to win 50 plus games on a consistent basis.
No, top 5 player has to lead on both ends on a rather consistent basis. On a rather consistent basis,
Jokic?
Unless you have
Curry,
unless you
was he doing that when he was top 5?
Unless you're providing something that is like well beyond the exceptional standard. I don't think that Luka's off-ball play is as exceptional as Jokic's, especially over the past 2 years. I don't think anybody should disagree with that.
Yeah, but then when you say that, which other players
and even on the defensive end, I think we all agree that Jokic defensively, especially on attention to detail, in the regular season, yes.
They're
especially on his attention to detail.
Position to position, they're still 2 of the worst defenders at their positions.
But even in Jokic's case, you can be the worst defender at your. Well, no, I don't think he's the worst defender at his.
No, he's not the worst, but he's some of the he's at bottom.
Yeah, he's on a lower level. But even still, would you not agree that even in that sense, Jokic is still, again, with his attention to detail and being put into multiple action on a rather than consistent basis, along with him mastering the ability, well, I won't say mastering, but him excelling in the ability of drop coverage. Do you not think that you would say that Jokic is at worst an average defender by now?
No. I think Jokic consistently is allowed to guard the worst player on the opposing team, and in the regular season, it looks better because you're putting out guys that normally wouldn't get time or any play in the postseason. So you might have a guy that's just not capable of shooting the ball at all, or a guy that's not capable of really getting into the post and playing well. So when you have a Jokic sitting there just chilling and drop coverage, it doesn't mean much. He's going to look effective because that guy is ineffective offensively.
But if he's present, but is he present? Is he still present? Is he not still present in those actions?
He's there because he's 6'11". I mean, like, he's gonna be there. But like, Luka's not that. Luka's never going to be a center. So the fact that Luka's not,
no one's saying no. Well, funny enough, when I say present, I mean actually being there, actually being on the defensive end. We have moments that we're watching on multiple bases. Luka's not even on the other side of the court because he's busy yelling at the referees. That's attention to detail.
I think you see times. That's fine. I think you see times, and I think Jokic does that too, to a degree. Especially in that, and you can see that in the Wolf series. You saw that.
Yeah, but I'm not talking postseason. I'm talking throughout the regular season.
I'm saying he does it in the regular season. You just don't watch all 82 games. Luka does it more. It's been a big character flaw of Luka's. I think the problem with Jokic is you tend to when you have a big of his size and his speed getting down the court, you tend to get burnt on fast breaks a little bit more often, which goes untalked about. I think Luka.
I don't know about that because I want to say, especially over the past 2 years, I don't think you can say like on a more than consistent basis or more than average basis is Jokic getting beat down the floor by some of these bigs. I heard some niggas
not by the bigs, but just like the other teams are getting into their sets faster.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
His position.
Okay.
Which tends to lead to more defensive breakdowns.
Okay.
I think they're both not very good defenders. If you want to say Jokic is better, I would agree as well. I think Luka is one of the worst at his position.
How'd you do that?
Like if not the worst, he's second worst.
I'm sorry to cut you guys off because this has to do with this conversation I'm trying to ask is a question. How'd you do the like on pace for, like, let's say certain numbers and you try to do like on pace for 82 games? How'd you do those things?
I'm gonna leave that to y'all.
I don't know what he's asking.
I don't know.
So like because right now, I was checking something because this is the biggest elephant in the room that I wanted to talk about. This season, the team that they actually was able to construct, they only had them for 30 games. And out of those 30 games, I'm looking at specifically, 30 games, they went 21-9. So that I'm pretty sure that is on pace for 50 games wins. Am I wrong?
No, this team post trade deadline is 50 wins, and I have no doubt about that in my mind.
Okay. So what I want to say then is
that's why he said
not say that.
That's why he said earlier that that's not why he thinks that he's not a top 5 player. He said it's not because they don't win 50 games. That was the first question I asked him.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking the reason I was asking that is because would you not just say that the reason I understand that there's certain flaws in his game. I agree with that.
Elijah, have
you
you
also
seen,
say that
the
there's
chat?
Huh?
You seen the chat, bro?
About John Morant?
Yeah.
He's chatting.
Okay.
Yeah, John Morant's lost in the
Shout out
right
Flight,
where he's
though.
supposed to
Shout
be,
out
bro.
Flight. Much love, Flight.
John Morant is
but I don't even want to have my conversation anymore. You guys can go.
John Morant borderline when he's healthy is a borderline top 10, same as a lot of these other guys, and that's fine. 10 to 15.
No, please finish your soliloquy.
What?
You don't think John Morant
Where did John Morant come from? Top 10? No. You guys got it. You got it.
You don't think he's a borderline 10, like a 10 to 15?
No, he's not 10. He's not 10. Zeno, please finish your
No, I don't think he's
I don't want to
10.
finish.
Because I think he really want to have this conversation.
This actually fucked over my mood. I don't want to do it anymore.
Luka's top 5. I think if you want to say he has flaws in his
I'm not. I don't think. And I prefaced my comments 3 months ago. I reiterated this when we brought this up on a Hoopsters podcast episode not too long ago. I have him in my top 5. He's in my top 5. But my thing is it should not be unquestioned. It's not
because the 5 back is not.
I think not. But again, okay, so this is where we get into the nitty gritty. So, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid.
No.
I'm talking about the okay, which would be health, correct?
He's not an unquestionable top 5 because of his
flaws. Okay. Oh, his unquestionable top 5. It would be Giannis and Jokic. Giannis and Jokic. Okay. Then we have Luka, Embiid, Shai.
Yeah.
And AD.
Why is AD? All right, never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Luka, Embiid, Shai, everyone else.
Luka,
Embiid above AD.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a while.
All right, you know what?
But even still, no, I disagree. I think Anthony Davis should be in this conversation. And to your point, Zeno, I don't think Shai should be. I don't think Shai should just be this unquestioned top 5 player either. I think Luka, Embiid, Shai, and AD all could be in the top 5 at any point.
I don't think Shai should be your unquestionable top 5. I think there can be a better player than Shai. I think the problem is when AD's the comp and he has clear flaws in his game.
His only clear flaw is playmaking ability.
His passing
and playmaking.
His passing and playmaking is over.
And actually, this postseason, this postseason, it actually didn't look that bad.
His over reliance in the regular season, on taking jump shots over getting into the paint and being more physical with guys.
That was not a problem this season.
That was not a problem in the postseason.
I'm talking about the entire season.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. This entire season, this was not a problem.
Whole season, he's been
not a problem, brother.
Mid-range.
But the problem,
he's also been great player as opposed to players.
No. Forget mid-range, attacking the rim. It was not a problem this season.
He did well.
He did well in all facets of the game. The things that we usually have an issue with him.
I think AD this year looked the best he's looked in a very long time. I think Shai this year looked like a top 3 player in the league, or if not top 5. He looked better in this.
I don't think he looked like a top 3 player. No.
If not top 5, top 5 is fine. Well, Embiid wasn't there for most of the season.
Season. No. We're not doing this now. Okay, you know what?
For the season, Embiid.
Let's for this conversation to carry on. Just go on. Because I was gonna fight for something that
Embiid wasn't there for most of the season. He was there for 30 games.
Yeah, cool. Once again, let's move the conversation on. Cool.
I'm just going through the players. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Jokic was clearly up there. I think Luka was clearly up there. Even though I would say defensively would be his biggest flaw, but offensively what he did in the regular season was above and beyond. I think Giannis was there, and then Shai. So if you want to have that conversation, Shai was top 3 to top 5. Yes, that's where he was. As a player this season, that's where he was. AD was not there, and almost no point in this season.
No. I think AD was in the top 5. If we're knocking AD this season was top 5. Especially if we're taking into account of yes, because it goes back to you're looking at Shai playing at an all defensive level while also giving the offensive production that I think I'm not questioning the offensive level. I do think on the defensive end, it does look a little better when you have Chet Holmgren with his rim protection this regular season. I'm not saying that. I think it does. Okay.
I think what he did offensively made him the better player. And then you add
how good do you think how impactful do you think his defensive, because I think I agree with you. I think Shai excellence offensively was like elite, but I also think AD's defensive impact this year was also equally elite, or if not more.
I think he's
so then now the question is, how much better defensively do you think Shai is compared to Anthony Davis' offensive production this season?
I would say one thing is AD's offensive production was also linked to be better due to LeBron being able to space the floor more and him also being there to be the playmaker that he is. The same way that Shai benefited from Chet, you could say AD benefits from LeBron spacing the floor more and being a playmaker.
Can I ask a question? Is this regular season and postseason, or you just talk about regular season right now?
We're strictly talking regular season because we got to remember chat. Just to hold on real quick, Zeno. Chat just to remind you guys the genesis of this entire conversation centered around Luka Doncic not necessarily being a consensus top 5 player, or at least he shouldn't be, because of the regular season primarily. That just wanted to throw the root of the conversation out. But go ahead, Zeno.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think if you say that like he was getting a lot of like help from LeBron this season because he was healthy and spacing the floor, I think you could argue. I feel like it's not that he is wrong, but I would also say, could you not say that last season when LeBron was in the times that LeBron was healthy, he was still providing the same types of value, but AD looked worse than this season?
Not spacing wise, no. He was not providing the same type of value. No. Not even close.
AD? You say AD?
LeBron was not providing the same type of spacing that he was this year. It's much easier to collapse on an AD and play him and double him in the post when there's less spacing on the court. This year they had a lot.
Okay. So then this would lead to this. Wouldn't this lead to the playmaking improvement of Anthony Davis? The moment that you gave him a LeBron that could be able to floor space slightly better, well, not even slightly better, like significantly better compared to the season prior, he started to look more competent as a passer and playmaker. Could we not lend?
I said the same thing for Chet. You said the same thing with Shai and Chet earlier. I'm going.
Okay, so then going back to the question.
Looks a lot better offensively because of his personality.
Okay. So going back to my question to you, how much better defensively for Shai do you think compared? I don't think I asked that question right. How much better do you think Shai was defensively compared to Anthony Davis offensively?
I think it's comparable, but I think I'd still put Shai over him, like in terms of just the pure conversation, because I think on a game-to-game basis, Shai is asked to do more. I think not defensively, but like when it comes to Anthony Davis offensively, I think he is able to get by in some games where LeBron is there and LeBron is going off and LeBron's having his games. We saw LeBron having a resurgence offensively in terms of what he was doing and performing. I think in terms of last year, he looked a lot more consistent because in the beginning of last year, I believe LeBron was shooting like very, very bad for his own standards at like 25 points per game, like almost sub 40%.
You stop looking at me like that, Zeno.
And this year he came into the
league this season. I wanted to just finish it off.
Can you stop looking at me? Can you stop looking at me, Zeno?
Sorry, Elijah. I wanted to just say to him, he thinks Embiid is better than AD. Just so you know. Like, that's literally what you wanted to say. And then I was gonna let Elijah go off. I didn't want to.
Embiid's better than AD.
Okay. Yeah, I did. No. In my opinion, Embiid is better than Anthony Davis by a sizable margin. If you argue health, this season. I guess the AD was better by default, but even still, the defense, even though Anthony Davis is providing all-time level defense at time, it's not like Embiid's not providing like an elite level of rim protection while also giving you all-time level scoring. It's just it's really not close. When healthy.
Yeah, when healthy. I think the last season, I think AD's numbers look worse because I think last season he also had a spurt. It was like 20 games where he was going crazy. He was averaging like 28. He was playing all-time defense. He was leading the team, and he was balling.
You talking about that stretch? You talking about that stretch where LeBron went out, right?
Yeah. He had that
after they made the trades. Yeah.
No, I think it was before the trades. He had this, and then they made the trades after. He had two stretches. LeBron went out for one of them, and then it was like middle of the season.
It was the month of March. It was the month of March where he averaged 28 and 12. 28 and 12 shooting on 64% true shooting.
Because he had that stretch with D'Lo, and then he had that stretch where
so that was the month of March.
He had that stretch with D'Lo, and then he had a stretch earlier in that season. I think LeBron was out.
November.
Yes.
He averaged 27 and 14 on 66% true shooting.
Yes, he looked like that when LeBron went out. After LeBron had looked like he looked washed, to be honest with you. He was shooting 25. He was like 25 points per game on almost sub 40 on almost everything that he was shooting. It was very, very bad LeBron minutes, and defensively he just wasn't there. As soon as LeBron was off the court and he was just surrounded by more role players and people that were able to like actually space, actually do things like that, he was able to look like a more dominant number one. And you got something similar to what you saw this year. It's more improved because LeBron.
Your camera's frozen, brother. Your camera's frozen.
There's nothing I can do. It's more improved because.
Nice. Go ahead.
It's more improved because LeBron himself has actually looked better this year from start to finish. He's more healthy this year. He was able to space the floor and provide that high level of playmaking. So the AD has looked even better offensively this year. I think you can say the same with Shai defensively. I think Shai defensively last year took a step up. I think he looked good. I think he looked really good. And then Chet comes and he's able to extend more on plays. He's able to put more pressure on his specific matchups on a game-to-game basis because he's surrounded by because he has that defensive anchor. So I don't know who I would pick offensively or defensively. I think they both greatly benefit from the players they have around them while also just being good at what they do. They're top 10 players, you know. But I think
5-5.
I think for the regular season, I would absolutely take Shai
14
because I like his game better.
Wow.
But I think AD's in. I don't think Shai's a undisputed top 5. Like I think this conversation proves that he's not undisputed top 5. But
yeah. Obviously,
I don't think AD's
I'm with
there.
you.
I don't think AD's there. I think AD's in that 6 to 10 range.
I think okay, and so ultimately getting back to the primary point, I think the same way that we argued Shai, right? We can also argue with Luka. All-time level passing, playmaking, along with scoring with the volume and efficiency that rivals the likes of, you know, some of the greatest offensive players that we ever seen. Kobe Bryant, Stephen Curry, you know what I'm saying? Like with his playmaking being taken into account, obviously. So obviously we understand like what he brings to the table on the offensive end, but defensively, especially during the regular season, we saw at times it got so horrendous for the Dallas Mavericks that it would sell them out of games. Versus players, and I'm not going to mention the obvious like two. I'll just talk about Embiid. We'll just talk about this season before he even got hurt, right? Embiid was on pace offensively to break records that Wilt was holding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was gonna break the score more points than minutes played.
And that's taken into account scoring with volume along with scoring with volume and efficiency being taken into account.
and he was rivaling Wilt. Add that to the fact he was under Nick Nurse. Nigga was giving you elite, damn near all-time level rim protection, along with versatile. You said it again.
Top 3 rim protector, yeah.
Along with versatility at times and being put into actions, because he was starting being put into action specifically against the Milwaukee Bucks. We watched that game to start the season. You, me, and Zeno, and shout out Mar. We all watched that game, that first game of the season where they played the Milwaukee Bucks. And what was the first thing that we noticed in the Nick Nurse defense? Damn, he's actually going out into the perimeter and he's actually looking comfortable there. Also, he also developed as a passer and playmaker. So if there was ever a season when he was healthy, if he was healthy, that he could be thrown ahead of Luka as well, it would be this season as well as last season, right? We also look at Shai. We also mentioned about Shai, how he was playing at all defensive level. You spoke about the pros that he got from playing alongside Chet in his rookie year, but we would be remiss not to mention that he also developed as a passer and playmaker, correct? While also still maintaining his historical efficiency from mid-range.
Yay.
Oh, damn, it looks so much better. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you.
I didn't do anything. I just reloaded, bro. I want to tell you.
Oh damn! But even still, we can understand that his defensive value, along with his progressiveness as a passer and playmaker, along with his scoring, and we found out this postseason that shit translates. He could have an argument as well, correct?
I was going to say we found that out since the Hawks series, but we moved.
That was really Zeno. That was mainly a shot at Sturdy, because Sturdy was the main one saying that. I'm not ready to put him in top 5 ahead of Stephen Curry until I see it in the postseason. Well, you've seen it now.
I think Luka...
Sturdy said that.
About Embiid.
But about SGA.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about SGA.
I think Embiid clearly was better. I think this problem was that he was injured, and I'm not putting I'm not putting an injured player that only played 30 games, no matter how good he looked in those 30 games, in my top 5 for this season.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No. That's why I said when healthy. Obviously he wasn't healthy, so he's out of this conversation.
I don't think Luka should be a certified undebatable top 5 the same way I don't think Embiid should.
So you agree?
I think the problem is that he just doesn't. There's no competition right now for real. Like AD's not competition for Luka in terms of top 5.
I think that I agree. To be honest with you, I think
you can say your argument of is he the better offensive player, defensive player, that works to a degree, but it's still kind of flawed. Just because
I think
you can do that for some players who are,
especially at the
big but I think Luka is a transcendent offensive
player. But to be fair, I don't think AD is the conversation that needs to be had with Luka. I think the conversation AD and Shai are more of the component. Okay. Yeah, so that is. So I'm not AD. Yeah, so AD isn't in that conversation. I'm saying he has a conversation being in the top 5. It'll be on the back end, but it'll be in the top 5.
I don't care then. That's not about Luka. Luka personally doesn't have competition at 5.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying AD specifically is not the topics. Like it's just SGA and Embiid.
Luka is undebatably top 5 because there's no other competition. If your number 6 is AD, then there's no competition. If your number 6 is AD for Luka,
but think about casual.
I'm listening.
Who this season has a real conversation to be above Luka? I'm gonna name some of them that are obvious. So Embiid, it was called Jokic,
Giannis. Okay.
Who else?
Shai is the only one that I would
Shai.
but not
he said Shai belongs to AD, so that's not how the
no. Shai is in the middle. Like Shai is ahead of AD. He also has a conversation against Luka, but that's about it. That's about it. So at very worst, Luka's 5th, but even 5th is fringe. Like if we see yet another season of Anthony Davis getting back to, let's say, shooting semi-efficient from mid-range, even more efficient from mid-range, along with his transcendent defensive play. See, that's the main thing. Y'all be sitting here.
What he's doing offensively right now is because he's not going to the mid-range. He's
I need to pick up something.
He's being that big body. So with that,
here. Here, hold on. You answer this question.
I have issues with people.
I disagree.
This is why I have issues with people.
Disagree.
I don't think people really understood what Shai did for that offense. Without Shai, that offense is going to look bad. The reason why is because that offense, is so dependent on dribble drive penetration and getting in and kicking it out and causing defensive issues that way. If Shai is not getting in, getting 25 fucking drives a game, that offense is not looking good. I hate when people do that shit because they be saying, "Oh, on B team and they're gonna do no. This is not the team for AD. Defensively, this team is gonna look very good. I'm not gonna deny that. But offensively, that team is going to look garbage because AD does.
They're not gonna look garbage. All right, you're dragging it. They're not gonna look garbage.
The level of playmaking
we're talking about
not.
They won't look. But Elijah, we're not. We're not gonna act like that.
OKC
we're saying they're gonna get to the Mavericks though. They're gonna look terrible offensively compared to what they're doing with Shai.
Offensively, I don't think they're gonna look terrible.
Compared to what they're doing with Shai, compared to what
they're doing with Shai, they won't look as good. Like I'm not disputing that. They garbage. They won't look garbage. They won't look garbage.
They'll look garbage.
They look very bad compared to Shai.
Terrible.
I disagree. I don't know.
That's you. Anyways, but what I'm saying is, with the inability, then you're relying on some other players that are clearly worse at that dribble drive and kick game to constantly create opportunities for the team, and that's just not going to work. It's not going to work, and that's going to be a big issue for that offense. That's why. Remember, in those series, Chet wasn't spacing the floor like he was at the start of the season. J-Dub was not looking the same way he was looking during the season. The reason why they were able to beat these teams was because of Shai playing to the level that people thought he would be able to play. That's the issues.
Yeah, you'd have the same. You have the same problems of forcing Chet to have to space the floor a lot more, where you'd be actually reliant on it now instead of just like it's a plus to your game. I think you'd have to rely on a lot more Lu Dort, which is nasty offensively. You have to who is going to be your primary playmaker in that?
I think if you have AD there, it's J-Dub's world. Is J-Dub's word on the perimeter? No. You would probably leave the playmaking up to Josh Giddey, but you would leave the perimeter creation up to J-Dub. Hey, look, brother, I'm not saying that the offense finna be looking like goddamn, Golden State Warriors in 2016. I'm saying with AD on, I'm saying with AD on that roster instead of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one, they look like a historical defense. I just want to throw that out there. And then two, I think if anything, their offense probably looks more like a middle of the pack offense because it's not like AD isn't providing any type of presence.
So
I don't think it's not like.
So why are you arguing?
No. Okay, Elijah, I'm not saying that they were going to look better. I said that you guys are talking about it's going to be trash. It's not going to be trash. It's not going to be garbage.
We were comparing OKC to itself.
I'm very curious on where they were statistically this postseason. I'm very curious about that.
Are we not talking about just the whole season?
I thought no. I think he's talking about the postseason because he said the comment was literally. Where is it? Replace Shai and AD. It was replace Shai with AD on OKC. OKC gets past the Mavericks. That sentence was butched. But yeah, he's basically talking about the postseason. So if we're in the postseason, defensively, if we're providing all-time level defense, offensively, we're just giving enough offense just to get by. Against the Dallas Mavericks, I think they can survive. And this wouldn't be a situation like the Minnesota Timberwolves.
After this, so.
Okay. No, this wouldn't be like a situation like the Minnesota Timberwolves where they don't have the versatile bigs to be able to step out on Luka and those switches. AD is one of the more serviceable bigs that you don't mind going out there on the perimeter. So is Chet. So like they actually might fare better than the Minnesota Timberwolves.
No. What are we doing, bro? This is some AD glaze I've never seen in my life.
Niggas, it's okay.
Bro.
Here, answer this question.
No. Does AD look nearly as good as he did this year without a top tier playmaker next to him in the form of LeBron? No.
Yeah.
Nearly as good offensively. Offensively.
If you're gonna ask AD to be an even greater playmaker than he is now, because he'd then be the secondary playmaker on that team. Unless you're giving Josh Giddey 30 plus minutes a game. Because that means you're giving Josh Giddey 30 plus minutes a game. No,
is this nigga? Hold on. Is he giving you 25 and 13 on 62% true shooting?
No,
probably not.
No,
probably not 62. I'll probably say more along the line of like 59.
Slightly above average.
Slightly above true shooting average. You say it again?
Does he look nearly as good of a playmaker that he did this year? No. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, hold on. You're saying if they remove LeBron, who are you replacing them with? Because it's not like
I'm saying you're getting Josh Giddey.
With Josh Giddey, nigga. So you're putting Josh Giddey on the Lakers?
No, opposite way.
On the
opposite
OKC,
way.
We're talking about OKC.
If you move AD, if you put AD for Shai.
Yeah, he doesn't have nearly the playmaking to help him score as efficiently. None of that. He's going to be asked to probably space the floor
as a passing playmaker. No. That's not what they would do. Elijah. No. You're wrong. That's not what they would do. They would if anything, they would put Chet on the perimeter more often to give Anthony Davis space to work on the block.
That team looks even worse because he's not a consistent enough shooter.
He doesn't have to be a consistent enough shooter. No. In the are we talking regular season, postseason?
Postseason. Okay. He's not a consistent enough shooter, and you are gonna have Josh Giddey playing 25 minutes on in the starting lineup. Then you're gonna have J-Dub and AD there, right? So now AD is gonna be asked to be
secondary. You're missing out Ludo, by the way.
Lu Dort as your second. You want Lu Dort to be your playmaker over AD?
No.
Hell no. We're not saying that.
Yeah, spacing's gonna be fine. We're talking about the playmaking to get to the spacing. The playmaking to get to the spacing is going to be.
It would be and again. You're undervaluing. If Josh Giddey isn't good for anything else, he's good for making the right pass. And then on top of that, are we not asking? Are we not acting? Why are we acting? Why are we acting like J-Dub? Why are we acting like J-Dub hasn't progressed as a passer?
No, J-Dub would be fine.
Okay.
The problem is I don't want to ask him to do that.
You're undervaluing Anthony. No. I'm saying you're Anthony Davis. You're making it seem as if
transcendent. The offense is not going to be good compared to what Shai is providing.
I disagree because there's plenty of moments throughout Anthony Davis' career where he was in a system that was dysfunctional, and himself individually was still able to triumph. You put him around other talented, skilled players that can be able to form and cooperate within a system. No, he would look just fine. I'm not saying that they would be on Shai. I'm saying the unit would look just fine. It wouldn't be on Shai's level. It would fall to more of a middle of the pack offense. But that, along with all-time level defense, is definitely enough for you to, at the very least, make a Western Conference Finals run.
Not against the Mavericks.
Oh, man.
Not against that Mavericks team. No, just because you be playing against people that are able to space the floor better, you're going to be asking Chet to be stuck on the perimeter a lot more defensively, unless you're going to ask him to be the anchor and AD is going out there, which is
you would definitely on the defensive end. You would definitely ask Chet to be the anchor and Anthony Davis.
Then the same problems would arise where Chet was getting big bodied in a lot of those.
But you wouldn't. But they didn't have you didn't have a cold rim protector that could be able to help him out. All he would essentially have to do is just use his 7-1 frame to be able to make it a little difficult or make them adjust their shot when getting around the rim. And Anthony Davis takes care of the rest. It's the same logic that you had when you had JaVale McGee on the center spot along with Anthony Davis in 2020.
I don't think they played. Logic. It's not because JaVale McGee was a big enough body to even hang out.
He was bigger in frame.
In frame. He was also big enough and strong enough to contend with a guy like Jokic, who was using his powerful frame to try to bully and maneuver his way into the post. Chet does not have that. And
but you know what Chet has that JaVale McGee and even Dwight Howard at that time didn't have? He also has the discipline to, even when he gets knocked off his position, because granted he's weaker, he still has the discipline to get back into the possession and force you to force a contested shot to make you either change your shot, or if you do continue to go up with that shot, either it's getting blocked or it's going to be off target. Add that to the fact even in the post, even in the no, but you know why it didn't work with the Mavs? Because he had to work too much, and by the time he had gotten back to the paint, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, one, it was mainly fast breaks that killed him. But even when he was put into actions, he had to worry about getting put on the perimeter, going back to the paint, and then by that time, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively would just push him out of his position, and he didn't have the control of his body to be able to get back into those plays. You have Anthony Davis there. He serves a larger purpose for Chet, to where Chet can really, essentially, all you have to do is stand back in the paint. Anthony Davis will take care of the rest. Because that's what they did in 2020. Anthony Davis took care of going out to the perimeter, coming back to the paint, roaming around, making sure that the passing lanes didn't get too hectic. And then all Dwight and JaVale had to do was literally stand back in the paint.
Okay, I see. I don't.
So defense. I
think it's a good team. I think defensively is going to be their strong suit, of course.
Yeah. They're going to be reliant as fuck on the defensive end.
I think offensively, the problem is that how are you getting your other teammates involved playmaking wise? I think a lot of the playmaking responsibility in order to make Josh Giddey not make mistakes is he can't be focused on getting everyone involved the way Shai can. I think the same is with J-Dub, to a point where you're going to have to either force him to focus more on being that secondary shot creator that he enjoys being in those late quarters, or you're gonna have to make him focus on being that primary playmaker. And I don't think he's able to do both at this current moment. I don't think he's capable of doing both at an elite level.
I do want to throw this out here. We do have to take into account also. This is as we saw during this OKC postseason run. Dragunov is running a system where it's not over relying on just one person's playmaking to do things in unison, right? And then also they do operate in a set of where Anthony Davis would be able to get more opportunities in the mid range, which I think could work out best for Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis as a playmaker, we saw this regular season, works best when you give him the ball and sort of puts the offense in his face, similar to what Nick Nurse did for Joel Embiid. When you put the offense in their face, simplify the offense where he can make just easy reads.
Where he's going to be able to do that. I don't think he's as good of a playmaker as passer playmaker as Joel Embiid. But do I think he can make those reads from time to time to at least keep the defense honest? And with his post playmaking progressively getting better, along with his mid-range shot making, yes, I think that could be able to work for the best. No, because that's a targeted aspect of AD's game where you're like, AD's the best player on this team. We are targeting Anthony Davis. How can we slow Anthony Davis down?
You're looking for his playmaking. You're looking for his passing and playmaking.
That's getting shut.
You're looking for his passing and playmaking.
Yeah, that's not going to be there. So you're making it so.
But have we not seen that it can be that Anthony Davis there's more ways that you can use him as a play finisher.
I think as a play finisher, he's going to be fine. I think J-Dub would look like an improved playmaker if next to AD, just because he's forced to pass more to AD.
He's going to.
I think when it comes to that crunch time playoff basketball, he's not going to be able to make those reads consistently enough. He didn't look consistent enough even in the Mavs series as the secondary playmaker. He didn't look consistent enough. In terms of his play. So I don't think he'd be able to do that as the primary playmaker, and I don't think Josh Giddey would ever be able to do that as a primary playmaker. So
I'm not fighting it.
Would be so bad that you're relying specifically on defense, because the offense, which is what we were talking about, the offense would not look good. Even if you want to say on a consistent overall basis, it probably isn't that much worse than Shai's. I don't really care. In the Mavs series specifically, when J-Dub was struggling as a secondary playmaker and shot creator, when Josh Giddey was unfucking playable, that team is not going to look even close to what Shai was doing with them in that Mavs series. It just won't. That's almost a fact. It just won't.
I do also want to throw this out here. If I'm correct, and you let me know if I'm tripping, I don't think Josh Giddey played that many minutes during that Dallas Mavericks series.
He's almost unplayable.
I think they allowed Case and Wallace and Isaiah Joe to get more opportunities.
Yes.
So I could, if there was also a versatile ability, if there is something that I could also like throw out there, I think Daigneault would be smart enough. He showed this postseason to understand if Josh Giddey's playmaking isn't enough to make him like capable to be on the floor for like a substantial amount of time, he has no hesitancy to be able to bring him out and bring in somebody that has a hot hand on the perimeter.
But the issue is, when you do that, you don't lose your main ability to pass and play make. That's the issue.
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks series,
well, playmaking, I think J-Dub is taking care of. Passing is where Josh Giddey. You would be losing with Josh Giddey. But I think Cason Wallace is probably slightly. I think Cason Wallace and mainly Cason Wallace, I think can be able to provide some semblance of passing, not to Josh Giddey's level, but some semblance of passing, especially entry passes, because that would be essentially what the offense could potentially be reduced to if you eliminate other factors. And then more than anything, for what you losing on the passing with Josh Giddey, you're making back up with floor spacing, because Cason Wallace was knocking that bitch down at like a 40-something% rate. So like,
Cason Wallace was knocking it down, but Shai was on the court for that series specifically for almost the entire game. He almost did not come out. He played 2 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So what you're talking about in terms of the play of these players was next to Shai. So we're gonna have to also adjust for Shai's playmaking and passing and facilitating not being there for 42 minutes a game and what they look like then. Because J-Dub looked iffy with Shai on the court. We don't know what he's gonna look like as the number one playing. Is he going to be playing 42?
Did he look iffy? How iffy did he look?
He looked iffy. He had a lot of games where his fourth quarter made up for it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, his first half numbers can look a little shaky.
Yeah, so you're going to be asking J-Dub to be playing 42 minutes as the number one shot creator.
Damn, that game 4 was bad.
As the number one playmaker.
Yeah.
And be running that offense? No, I would not want that.
I think we both.
I think Dort looks worse in that series because of that, and he already didn't look great shooting that series. I think Chet looks like an even more inconsistent shooter because he's not going to be getting the looks and advantages that he already has as from the perimeter at least. I think AD looks great. Only AD really is going to look great in this series, and they're going to lose in like probably 6.
I also think even though AD is going to look good this series, I think that AD is actually being the comp is actually a better defender than what's his name, Jokic. So his numbers will go down. I still think he's going to be efficient. I think he won't be nearly as efficient as he was against the Nuggets. That's the other thing.
Agreed. I agree. I think he's efficient. I think he's not the playmaker that you want him to be in that series. I think he's not. I think as a rebounder, he's going to look fine. But the Mavericks rebounding is very, very good to the point where they're going to be comparable enough to where it's not going to be a crazy advantage. I think the spacing on the Mavericks is going to be so, because the spacing in that Mavs series was really good. But it's really good.
I think it's a situation where you can give it to the OKC because you have another big body that's actually going to be able to
roam around. So PJ Washington is not able to get those clean looks.
to be put on the perimeter and not lose an advantage on. But the thing is, like Luka having another mismatch to attack in Josh Giddey a lot more, or Cason Wallace a lot more than like.
Yeah, you're gonna have to force either one of AD or Chet to focus more on Luka, which is gonna just create advantages on the perimeter. That's why I think even
you would force again. You would force again. You would force
so because
again. You would have.
I think the pick and roll would be absolutely destroyed in this series because of the Chet and AD both being really able to, rotate very easily because they're both really nimble bigs. So I think the lob threat would be cooked in this situation, but. I think rebounding wise, carry on, Justin.
No. I'm with you, and I was just gonna say I don't think it would necessarily be Anthony Davis or Chet having to overexert themselves on Luka as much as I think it would more so be Chet would be reduced to you just have to rim protect. use your 7'1" frame, allow Anthony Davis to maximize who he is as a roamer. He would probably roam off of if I have Anthony Davis in that series, instead of having him roam off of PJ Washington, I probably feel more comfortable having him roam off of Derrick Jones Jr. And I'll probably bring which will probably force Luka to try to look for actions to get Josh Giddey. It would just be Josh Giddey. It would be Josh Giddey that he looks to get into actions. And even though I think that can pay dividends, that would have essentially forced Luka to have to play lights out from the perimeter, which outside of that Minnesota series, if I'm correct, I don't think he was that efficient from three in that Oklahoma City Thunder.
PJ, Lou Dort or J-Dub?
Oh no, I lied. That nigga shot 43. Oh no, he shot 39% against OKC. So yeah, that could fuck him up. But what?
Who's on PJ? Lou Dort or J-Dub? At that point,
it would be J-Dub.
No,
it would be J-Dub.
It would have to be J-Dub because Lou Dort.
Yeah, it would be J-Dub. Lou Dort would be on Luka.
Lou Dort's on Luka. Okay.
Lou Dort's on Luka. J-Dub will be on PJ.
Yeah, Josh Giddey is about to get absolutely.
Josh Giddey's gonna cook
to the perimeter.
I feel like Kyrie.
Same with
I feel like the
Joe.
level of turnovers that the Mavericks had in that series, it's just not even going to be nearly as much. I think at least on the perimeter with Kyrie and Luka.
I don't know.
I think.
No, you know what? You're right. Because Shai, one of the things that Shai mastered this season and even in his postseason was able to get into the passing lane. So those turnovers aren't converting nearly as much. So I agree with you. They probably don't turn over the ball nearly as much, but you eliminate one of the things that the Dallas Mavericks were able to take advantage of during that series is the fast break. The fast break and lob threats. Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford aren't nearly as effective as they were with just Chet in the paint. I know that for a fact.
I think in transition they still will have success there because AD isn't good.
He's not. He doesn't. Well,
he's not quick in transition. No,
you know what? Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, they probably still effective in the fast break, but then especially in half court sets, they're not going to be able to get those off.
Yeah,
if Anthony Davis are in there, then yeah, they're not getting that off. Hey, Zeno, answer this question. This shit was asked to you like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
yeah, how you feel about PG to the 76ers? The side-eye glare from PG and Embiid was nasty tampering.
We lose in like 6 or 7 depending on what our 4 is because
downgrade from Harden to PG is crazy.
They're 4 and 2 because Maxey is still a very easy avenue to take advantage of. Bringing Embiid out onto the perimeter with KP is an easy advantage. And then you're asking for the 2, which is either like Alex Caruso, Chris Dunn, what's another good one that I was thinking of? Anyways, you're asking them and the 4 to be able to rotate and plug up any holes that is happening from the mismatch. It would require very good dedication, old school dedication to the defensive scheme to really be able to stop the advantage that the Celtics create. And I don't necessarily think that they're going to possibly do it. I think this will be one of the first series where if Embiid is healthy, it'll be one of the few series that people are going to be understanding. Yes, Embiid can actually be efficient in the playoffs. Like he's actually can translate, but I don't know.
I mean, shit, he had neck nerve for one season. What did he do this postseason? Put forth his best postseason.
Yeah, with no knees.
With no knees.
Casual. I'll say this last thing about the AD thing. I think the more we talked about it, I still stand by the fact that the offense is going to be much worse. But I feel like the defense is going to be so good, they still lose in like 6. But it's like it's negligible. I think it's negligible at that point. You're getting the same kind of thing. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think it's gonna be around similar.
I don't. I just want to say for the record, I don't.
Go ahead.
Oh no! I was about to say for the record, I just want to say I don't agree with Christopher D here. If you replace Shai with AD or AKC, they get past the Mavericks. I think it looks. I think the competitiveness of that series looks a little different, but I think the outcome could go either way, just like those games could have gone either way. I mean, people forget that OKC team against that Mavericks team was really having their way with them for like a game and a half until Luka finally got it going on the perimeter, and then it just made the. And then on top of that, they finally figured out, hey, we could get shit off on the fast break.
and OKC doesn't have the wherewithal to stop us. And it was all good to go. I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like the Shea-led OKC Thunder didn't have opportunities to knock off the Dallas Mavericks either. So I think it could go either way. But just AD being on that team, it doesn't change everything, because whatever you gain with AD joining that team, you lose with Shea coming off of there. That playoff translation on the scoring front in both efficiency and volume, you're gonna miss the fuck out of that. I don't care what nobody says.
Playmaking is actually, my opinion. I think the playmaking might be a little bit more what you miss. Not gonna lie.
I agree. That's what I'm.
No. You'll probably miss that more. But even with AD being more efficient, being relatively efficient, the scoring front, he's not giving you the timely buckets in the degree of difficulty on a consistent basis. It's just not happening. No. It's just not happening. But no. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I can't remember exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say that series, it was gonna make you understand, why I like the WNBA better, because the failed entry passes that's gonna happen in that series is gonna be funny as hell. And then you're gonna have the old head saying, "Oh, why now in this era can't they make a simple entry pass to the big?" Yes, Justin. You've heard me complain about this multiple times. Yes,
they don't even notice it. They don't even notice it. I don't even gonna lie to you. They don't notice it. These old heads don't notice. They don't notice the details of the game because they don't watch the details. They know box scores, stats. Then they get buckets. I heard somebody tell me Carmelo Anthony is a much better scorer than Kobe Bryant. That's right.
Never mind. But when you see when AD does not get post entries and he's having to just rim run constantly.
Yeah, better than Kobe's.
It's gonna be fun.
No, I said some of.
Oh, okay. No.
All right. We packing out.
Yeah. Real quick, final predictions for tomorrow night. Chat, you guys get in on this. I need thoughts, projections. Give me your thoughts. Who exactly is winning this game tomorrow night? Game 5. Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks. We're in TD Gardens.
I'm saying the Celtics so that we can finally get onto the off season, please.
Nice.
I'm ready for trades and free agency, bro. That's all. Let's move on, bro. Give them the ring.
Yeah. I'm also going with the Boston Celtics. I don't really see, again, we beat a dead horse this entire stream. I don't see many things that the Mavericks can look at outside of maybe, their versatility on who's on the passing and shifting the defense. I think they could replicate that. But points in paint, rebounding, even transition play, 3-point shooting. And there's so many things that were just an outlier in game 4. I don't think they could replicate it. Boston in 5. But chat, this is it. We're about to head out. Please make sure you go into the comment section and make sure you give us your predictions. I will be popping them up tomorrow's stream that we will do after tomorrow night's game. Also, please, if you have not, please go check out our video that we just posted. I want to say probably about 4 days ago, talking about how Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks should have won game 2. If you have not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification for whenever we go live so that you guys can be able to be in tune with us. And if you go into our description, I have all of our social medias. I have Zeno's, I have Elijah's, I have myself's. I even have our other counterparts, Mar, Brandon, Daryl, Rodney. All of us have social medias. Please lock in. But that will do it for now. We'll holler at you guys later. Peace.